What happened to the reduction fat, by the way?
I wasn't able to get the reduction fat. I really wanted it, though. Even if I did, though, I think it wouldn't have been in a useful form. Because it's, like, got chemicals and stuff, and I don't know.
Make soap.
I was thinking about Fight Clubbing it.
As we've hung out for like a half hour gossiping and talking about film nerd shit.
I'm already sweaty. It's great.
That's not, I mean, sort of my fault, but not my fault. That's atmospheric, not my fault. Mm-hmm. Codi hasn't seen me in a while. I'm not taking credit for this. At all. At all. No. The lack of air conditioning is what is to blame for you being sweaty.
And the headphones.
Yes, and the headphone.
Yeah.
You've had them up for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Your head sweat a lot?
I guess. I don't know. It's new.
It's your head. You've had your head for 20 plus years. You should know.
I don't think so.
You don't think you've had your head for 20 plus years?
No, I don't think it's a particularly sweaty head.
Have you compared with other heads?
No.
Like, have you done a double-blind study? Has it been peer-reviewed about your sweaty head?
I'm in LA. I'm usually in Vegas. It's much drier there.
And hotter.
And, well, yeah, hotter, but drier, so the humidity...
I love that you're like, LA's so humid.
It's so humid in LA, but it is. But it is. Compared to where I am, it's dry as a bone where I'm at, so...
I know. You desert folk.
Yeah. I'm a lizard.
I know. You're a born and raised desert folk.
Born and raised. Yep.
I know you desert folk are real proud of what you are.
Yeah. I mean, as a person from Chicago, you understand being very proud of where you're born and raised. So.
I'm not that proud of it. I tell people all the time, like, you don't have to suffer because your ancestors made a mistake. I tell them all the time. It's not 1887. Like, there are jobs elsewhere. People didn't know better. It was a boom town, and there was jobs, and people were getting fresh off the boat to America. And yes, it was the land of opportunity. So Chicago was a city of opportunities. That is long gone. Long, long gone. Now it's just cold.
It's really cold.
It's a great town to get fat in, but it's cold.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Matt just turned me on to these.
As I'm eating
licorices.
As I'm eating licorice on mic. Like, I'm a professional. I know they're really good. Yeah, that's what happens when we had to go to the store to like buy supplies. I'm like, ooh, impulse buying. We got cake.
Yeah, we got cake and
licorice.
And, also, that's my OJ.
And mixers for alcohol, which was the actual mission.
Mm-hmm. And
then it's like, oh, well, side quest. Codi posted out like some ice cream bars that are now in the freezer. Like, it is fat kid paradise over here today.
Excited. I need it. I'm so tired. I need all of the fuel I can get.
Would you like an energy drink?
No, I'm not. Caffeine in me, not the best. Fuel, calories. I need calories. I'm actually pretty good right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay, good. I'm happy about that. Like, I would be really bad like 5 minutes and be like, this is horrible. I'm hot. I'm sweaty.
No.
I'm not having a good time.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Well, let me know if that changes.
Okay.
Please don't flip the table to let me know. Just, use your words.
Okay. I can use my words.
Yeah. Just no violence this time.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know. Usually
That's why we normally do this remotely. I'm afraid to
I don't want to go overboard again. That was the old me.
I don't believe you. Fool me once. I'll blink twice, guys. If I'm really.
It's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's completely fine. There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing going on that is bad. That I promise. We're just two friends having a good time, having some drinks and chatting, right?
Yes. Yes. Do you need me to make you a sandwich? You hungry?
Let's do the podcast.
Okay. As long as you're good. As long as you're good. I just want you happy.
I'm happy. See, you keep bringing it up. Now you're going to make me unhappy. If you keep pointing out whether or not I'm happy, and then I'm going to And now I'm getting sweatier. So it's just, let's just start over.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to And Now We Drink. Was that a good intro for you?
Mm-hmm.
That work?
Mm-hmm.
New audience who's just here for you, like, what the fuck is happening here?
In the comments, I knew she was an angry bitch.
Actually, that reminds me of something that we wanted to talk about when we were going to do this a while back.
Yeah.
Of someone capturing a very unflattering moment on the internet.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to tell the story for the internet?
Oh, okay. All right. This one was the controversial one. I wasn't sure to bring this up, but
you literally said, "Hey, we should talk about this."
I know,
a year ago.
Well, I go back and forth on it because the less I talk about it, the more it dies down. And it's been a while, but so basically, a few years ago, I was at my house, and I drove past. Well, I was leaving my house. I was in my neighborhood, and in my neighborhood, there were some people videotaping all of the cars coming in and out. And I was like, "What's going on with this?" So, and especially at that point, I had some active restraining order situations and stuff like that. I do not want to be videotaped at my house, right? In my neighborhood. So I kind of pulled over and I was just like, hey, what's going on here? Like, what are you guys shooting? Like, I just want to request that you don't post me in a public place. Oh, that was such a mistake though, because these people were like red pill Andrew Tate fanboys who intentionally go places to try to incite people.
Yeah, they're doing audits.
Yes. And if you're doing an audit, I don't know, if you're pissing off cops or something, that's kind of cool, I guess. But it's just content farming. You're just trying to make people pissed off so that you get something to post online. And I really thought they were just some kids making a fucking class project, or maybe they were weirdos that were following me, or because I didn't know, I was like, what the fuck is going on with this? Anyway, they made me very, very mad. They started saying a bunch of sexist stuff to me. They were saying some Andrew Tate shit to me. They were they pissed me off so bad. I was driving my Prius. This is so funny. This is so fucking funny. I was driving my Prius and I was about to pull away, and they were like, all right, yeah, that's right. Drive away, sweetheart, or something like that. And it pissed me off so much. I fucking peeled my Prius around. It screeched. You got to really work to peel a Prius out. So anyway, I gave them exactly the reaction they wanted in that situation.
Well, the worst part was initially they didn't even realize it was you. They were just like, this angry Karen.
They were not there for me. They were just there to piss somebody off and get a reaction. That's all they wanted. And they got it,
And then they realized it was you, and it was like, they're like, we fucking accidentally struck gold here.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily I do not live there anymore, but that was scary because for a minute there, that's my fucking location. So I can't even really talk about it because fucking
then an actual stalker would.
Then somebody could show up, but no, every now and then people will leave comments about it on things. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Find something else to care about. I don't know.
Well, that's the answer to most of the internet. It's why do you care about most of the things that are happening?
It was really fucking upsetting when it first happened. It was.
Well, I know you hit me up about it.
Yeah, because I was like, what do I do now? From a PR perspective, how do I handle this? There was a part of me that was like, double down, become Karen, do this. And I was like, no, I'm not.
You should have made a whole.
It's just not my style.
You should have made a whole other character, Codi Vore.
I thought about that. I was like, I should make some Karen porn. I still would love to make some Karen porn, actually. But yeah.
Your evil twin sister, Codi Vore.
Evil twin sister, Karen. Yeah, evil twin, totally.
Yes. You're cool, right?
I'm cool.
I haven't recovered fully from last time. Wow, she's pleading the fifth on this one, I see. Okay.
It's okay. You're fine. He's fine. He's kidding. He's kidding. He's kidding.
I'm terrified.
Does anything like that ever happen to you?
No. Absolutely not. I'm a large dude. Like,
Nobody intentionally tries to provoke you to anger
all the time. I don't care.
to get your reaction.
Constantly people are trying to, provoke me, mostly in comments. No one does it to my face.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't value any of these people's opinions.
Yeah. I think the more that you get it, the easier it gets.
Well, sorry if we talk about this a lot, guys. But the mentality is, if I wouldn't take your advice, why would I take your criticism?
Yeah. It's a good point.
And on top of it, no one who's happy and successful has time to bring a stranger down.
No.
So no one can control you. It is you allowing yourself to react to what this person is doing. No one's making you do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. I chose to have a reaction.
Sometimes I do choose to have a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Now. And sometimes you overreact, but nowadays, usually if I'm having a reaction, it's very intentional. I've chosen that.
As it should be. And sometimes it's A-okay to choose violence.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's okay to choose violence. Matt Slayer.
Put it on a shirt. I'll put it on a shirt. I mean, because sometimes it is. 100% it is okay. For me, I'm not emotionally invested in anything what these people have to say, but I respond all the time because it's engagement farming.
It is. Yeah.
Especially when these red pill Andrew Tate dudes come into the comments like...
It's an engagement fest.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you follow me on social media. You watch me do it.
I do. Sometimes it makes me want to engage. And that's how I know it's working. Because I'm like, oh, who's this asshole Matt's responding to? Oh, yeah, you got me. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you do got to kind of stroke that in order to...
Oh, I absolutely do. And
feed the beast, the content machine.
I do all the time. And then I thank them for supporting the show. They hate that.
Yeah.
They really hate that.
Yeah.
Like... lines and lines of talking shit to each other. But by the way, thanks for being a big fan. Thanks for supporting the show.
Yeah. I think my favorite, sometimes there was an example of this recently where somebody had left kind of like a negative comment about something that doesn't personally bother me. So it didn't really affect me, but they just got shit on by other people. And every time somebody said something negative, they freaked out and replied, and it just kept going through my mind. I was like, remember that a lot of these people, when faced with a fraction of the amount of criticism that people like you and me get online, they crumble, they reply, they fucking sit in their basement freaking out about it, they do not handle that criticism when it's dealt back at them, even when they're anonymous and don't have to do shit.
It's even better when you point out that they're freaking out. They really lose a shit. I called some dude out on the other day. I'm like, this little outburst you're having, he's call it an outburst? Whatever you want to. I'm just like, yeah, man. You immediately started responding to my stuff by trying to insult me. What would you call it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't levy and insulted you to start this. I just merely questioned your statement.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just having a civil debate.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I know, but that pisses anybody off. You that's such a quick way to piss somebody off. I'm simply stating my belief. I'm simply stating my opinion. I'm simply being rational and logical about how you're a wrong, stupid, ugly bitch.
And it's like, why are you here then? Why are you so emotionally invested in,
They're obsessed with you.
They're obsessed with the people I talk to, and they're just upset that I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of the times it's jealousy. It's taken me a while to figure that out because I'm a really good person. Because I'm a really good person.
Okay. Oh, yes.
And
Codi Vore is a very good person.
I'm a really good person, and it's taken me a while to realize that I'm not like everybody else. And that other people are actually worse than me in some ways. Not all of them. Some of them better than me, possibly.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't know about that. But
No, Codi, that couldn't be possible.
So
I'm okay, right?
Yeah, you're okay. For now, you're on thin ice. And
Would you like a refill?
No, soon. But but no, the truth is that I am usually a pretty authentic person, and I I wouldn't say something to somebody just to piss them off. And it's taken me a while to realize that that's not the way most people think. And that there are a lot of people that think totally different than me and that I shouldn't be giving them nearly as much weight as I have because they're.
You should be giving them 0 weight.
Yeah, because they're fucking, they don't think like me. Also, I have a different sense of morality than other people do.
Well, it's not even.
It's clearly worse than what it should be.
Well, duh.
Because I'm a slut, harlot.
You said it, not me.
I'm a floozy.
Oh, floozy. You dizzy broad, you. It doesn't matter what their morality is. You don't know what it is. You don't know their level of education. You don't know they're anonymous people on the internet. Like, nothing they say should have any fucking weight. Like, oh, the blah, blah, blah about the content. Like, what's your area of expertise to say anything about the content? What's your area of expertise to know how a porn set works, how content's created, how marketing works? What is your area of expertise in any of this? Why should I allow your words to have any fucking weight whatsoever?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, and having difference of opinion, difference of morals, sure, that's fine. But
it's not my morals are better.
Right. It's when you're trying to inflict that morality on someone else, that's the problem. You're not telling anyone else, oh, you should come become a sex worker. Like,
no.
You're not like, hi, I'm Codi Vore, active sex worker recruiter.
Hi, I'm Codi Vore. If you're not having enough sex, it's because you're bad morally. You're committing a sin
by not having enough sex.
By not fucking. It's a mark. It's a mark
of the beast.
Of against you. It's like on your permanent record. You know, like when the principal writes a mark on your permanent record.
I really hope the principal's not writing anything down about my fucking. That's a lot of problems. I feel like the law enforcement should be involved at the point where the principal's writing down anything about my fucking.
Okay. Fair.
I'm just saying. Even if it's a dean and we're all adults, like schools.
It's not their business.
No, it really shouldn't be.
It's not. Keep the principal and the dean out of our fucking.
Unless it's off the clock. They could be hot.
Yeah, but I mean, like in general, like as a stand, yeah, as a like political statement. Don't
fuck educators.
No,
Codi, why? Why do you only want to fuck the stupid?
Keep the admin out of our sex lives.
Oh, okay.
Keep the admin out of our sex.
Educators are fine. Administrators bad.
They're the man, so you know. Yeah. No, it's not about fucking. It's not about fucking or not fucking them. It's about being told what to do. And you should do what I say.
Oh.
And not listen to what other people say.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
Yeah, we're here.
That's just unfortunately not going to work for me, Codi. You're not around enough for me to just always follow your orders blindly.
I know.
I only see you like every couple of years.
I wouldn't want that anyway. I'm like, I've been like a lot more dominant lately in my sex life, and but it's still hard for me to tell people what to do all goddamn day. I'm like, that's so much work. I don't have enough executive function to know what I want to do every day. I don't want to tell you what to do. So,
okay. You got to lead me through this. When did this dominance switch happen?
Dominance. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I mean, when I got into the industry, I was very submissive, and that's
well. This sounds like this sounds like real life stuff.
Yeah. This is real life stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious when the industry came into this.
Oh yeah, no, well, I mean, I'm talking about my life, right? I guess growing up, whether or not I was in the industry, I was definitely more of a submissive, personally. And then at some point, it was, I mean, I know over time, you know, you get exposure to it in the industry. You dabble here and there, and you kind of like it a little bit. But then I did a scene with Pierce Paris. It was a custom video, and I had vampire fangs. And he was like, you should bite it. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll bite it. And I kind of started gentle, and he was like, no, you should bite it hard. Like, I love it. I love it. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And so I started kind of going at it. And like the harder I went, the more he like whimpered. And that was that did it for me. Like that was like, oh yeah, I want to hurt someone but like it's got I'm not a mean dom in the sense that I want to like dominate somebody that isn't like, I don't know, like I don't want to punish people. I want to take somebody sweet. I want to take somebody that doesn't deserve it and then put them through it. I want to take somebody that likes it. I like good boys and good girls, like, it's really hot, and it's been growing ever since then.
Wait, good people exist?
Good people exist. And
When?
Yeah. They're out there. There's a lot of them. Some of them are out there. At least sexually.
Okay. If we're purely talking about their sexuality, sure.
Good boys and good girls. Yeah.
No, it's that term, sure.
Mhm.
Because I'm a big proponent of, like, I don't think good and bad just exist as concepts.
Mhm.
I think it's all fucking gray.
Mhm.
And the worst people will justify that they're the good guy in their own head.
Do you think that there's like shades to the gray?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, okay.
But some of it has to do with societal factors.
Mhm.
Because I'm sure back in the day, slave owners, no one ever thought that they were bad people for it. It's just society said this is cool. In retrospect, like, oh yeah, owning other humans, pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there were people back then that were like, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yeah. No. There were definitely people that did it, but there was also obviously members of society who didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at that as like the CEOs of the world these days, like, oh yeah.
Do you ever think about like what things are like that today? That like,
oh yeah,
assuming that the society exists in another 100, 200 years, that they will look back and be like, could you believe the barbaric shit they were doing back then?
See, I don't know if they'll look back in 200 years and be like the barbaric shit. I mean, our memories are so short. It's only been like 100, maybe 140 years, 120 years since like labor unions had to violently like fight for workers' rights. So there wasn't shit like child labor and insane hours and dangerous workplaces.
Yeah.
And everyone is just kind of like, no, everything's cool now.
Yeah, we just pretend the present is always the best time. Everything's pretty fine. And as long as you're in the present and not in those history times when we were doing bad stuff. We're not in those history times anymore. We're in the present, and we don't manipulate or exploit human beings anymore like we used to. When we do now, it's like the right amount.
Yeah, because everyone learned their lesson.
Everyone's learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Right, Slayer?
No, maybe. How am I supposed to answer this? How am I?
Yes.
You've
learned your lesson.
I've learned my lesson. Yes.
Everything's good.
Everything's
yeah.
We're
in the present, and nobody's doing any exploitation these days.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
Absolutely none whatsoever.
Okay. No more exploitation.
No, absolutely not. Whew. No one would ever exploit anyone. No. And I don't know where society's going to go. I don't think anyone does at this point.
Yeah. I'm at the point now where I'm just kind of trying to do as much debaucherous shit as possible for as long as I feel like I can get away with it.
Whatever made you think to not do that?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess it wasn't like I wasn't thinking about it.
It was a priority? Debauch was not a priority, Codi Vore? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know. Like I didn't think, I don't know. I didn't used to think about how like stuff that I would do for work might someday become illegal, or like those kinds of things quite as presently as I am right now. And now it's like when I get certain calls or whatever for scenes or for stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, I definitely, like, I'm going out of my way to do this thing because like we should have queer radical sex parties. We should have like,
yeah, but you don't necessarily have to have it. You definitely don't have to have a camera for those.
No, you don't. But that's
live in the moment, Codi.
No, that includes the stuff that's off the camera and stuff like that. Like I like that was just an example. But like in general, like yeah, like at this point in time, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I should probably like really try to live presently, because while there's a lot of things that are not great in our society, they could get so much worse.
Well, also, you should have been doing it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
None of this shit's promised.
No,
nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing is promised.
Change is the only constant.
Yeah.
So, but especially in a situation where the thing that's being attacked, or the thing that seems to be really, really a threat to the status quo is sex and gender and pleasure and rebellion, things that I personally think are morally righteous things. This is why my morality is different than other people's.
Oh no.
I know, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. Growing up, I was just like, I don't see why any of this is a problem. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get why people think this is a problem. And now I understand I'm just different from other people. And
No, I think it all boils down to fucking jealousy. It boils down to either jealousy or control.
Tell them.
It's like either you're not fucking enough or you want to control the people and have some other power trip because of it. Those are the only two fucking reasons.
I completely agree. Yeah, I think you're spot on.
Why the fuck would anyone care who other people are fucking unless you're upset that they're not fucking you?
Mm-hmm.
Or that someone's not fucking you?
Mm-hmm.
Or not fucking you in a way you like? That, you and the wife only do it in missionary once a month. And it's, scheduled in on the calendar. There's no spontaneity in your life anymore.
Yeah.
Like, this is mechanical.
And shame.
Yeah.
It's also a lot of shame. People feel very ashamed of themselves sexually, about their identity, about their masculinity, about whatever it is, which is and part of the reason why people are so fucking transphobic, like I feel like men are raised to defend their masculinity almost to the death.
Oh, 100%, because calling someone, especially, as a younger man, like inferring someone was homosexual was effectively calling them less than.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize that shit as a kid. You just fucking like, oh, hey, that'll insult somebody. So we'll use it as an insult.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really examine why it insults somebody, but society like, oh, I'm offended by that because you called me, you called me, less than. It's really, we should be examining as society, like, why do people feel that that's less than? Because it's different. Which is also interesting because, like, there's some differences that are widely celebrated, but, like, sexual differences
Ooh.
is less than. Like, the fuck? Who do you care? If you don't want to fuck someone of the same gender as you, don't fuck them. Who cares?
And the thing is like, as a girl growing up, I learned that was an insult I could use too. And I did. Like, oh, if I wanted to, stick it to some guy, oh, I call him sensitive or I do this or that.
Or call him a pussy, which is hilarious. Like, I'm calling you feminine. Yeah. You're now less than.
Yeah, but it worked, especially as a girl. That was like I felt like I needed to prove something. I needed to puff my chest all the time, like show like that I was strong and I was tough. Like that's kind of how I wanted to be perceived very often when I was younger, and so yeah, you gotta prove that you're better. It's like, you got to take down the strongest motherfucker that you can. And
what, it was like the first day on the yard?
Yeah. But no, but the thing is, like, in retrospect, like, that's so fucking embarrassing. Like, I cringe about that now in retrospect. 'Cause like, it's painful to see grown men who like can't do shit because they're so trapped in not ever wanting to be perceived as feminine or homosexual or whatever, that they like, I don't know, like y'all got some weird shit going on. Like there's some crazy rules that you just.
Well, it's shit that's ingrained in us forever, especially like dudes of my generation. Like, I feel completely just as I don't really know. I don't hang out with a lot of like 20-year-old dudes, but dudes of my generation, it was just like something ingrained in us. Like, to be less than would be a disappointment to your family even up here that like, so we can't even go positive. It's
like,
dumb.
don't sit that way.
Yeah.
Don't order that drink.
Don't cross your legs that way.
Don't cross your legs that way. Don't wear that color. Don't wear clothes that are too tight. Don't wear or whatever the rule. There are all these different rules. They're always changing, but like there's like these weird things. I feel like if you're a guy in the audience, there's certainly at least like 10 of them still floating around in your head that you haven't noticed that are just like random things. Maybe one day it'll just like hit you. You're like, "Oh shit, why won't I let myself do this or that? Oh, it's because I'm afraid I'll be seen as weak."
Yeah.
And like, that's so common. I really do like pity that. I feel really bad about that. Like,
and I'm curious how much of that like is just passed down generational
mm-hmm.
from points where like, oh, being perceived as weak could actually bring violence upon you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because
that's a good point.
We as humans are really fucking stuck in our ways about a lot of shit. We're a very adaptive but very stuck in our ways species. Like, so much shit just comes from hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. It's just like the whole sexual liberation of women and all that shit really couldn't take off until y'all were allowed to get your own bank accounts in the 70s. And from before that, that stems from, oh, men could still bring violence against you. So it's all very fresh and very fucking new.
Yeah.
And people are freaking out about it now. It's like, oh shit, because it's not like okay to bring violence. Women are actually expressing what the fuck they want to do with themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that's the key. It's liberation for all of us. It's really not about, I mean, it's like you shouldn't have to worry about how you fucking sit. Like you shouldn't have that thought in your head. Like, I hate that thought is there. Like, and like if more people would just embrace like that doesn't fucking matter, then it wouldn't be such a fucking problem. But the same people who are like plagued with this fear of sitting with their legs crossed are the same ones that are like violent about enforcing it, like they just turn right around and tell everybody around them, "Oh, you sit with your fucking legs crossed, you fucking fruitcake."
Well, it's probably because they don't feel like they have any other power in their lives, and then they can try to enforce some power on somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you gotta puff your chest.
Well, because they're lashing out because they're unhappy with their lives. They have a boss that doesn't respect them, and it's like, well, this is a way that somebody will fucking respect me.
Yeah, and I mean, we live in a world where absolutely no exploitation is happening anymore at all. Right? So we live in a place where people are being exploited, being like shit on, and have very, very little power and
well, and how can you watch the news cycle and be like, fuck, I have any actual agency over life?
Yeah, and then but you can you can shout at an OnlyFans model on Instagram, though. You can do that.
Oh, yeah.
So
there's no repercussions for that.
Yeah, you can do that. So,
and hell, that OnlyFans model may actually pay attention to you, which she wasn't going to do otherwise.
Exactly.
Because that's part of the problem is it's like the class clown syndrome. It's like people are so starved for fucking attention that they'll take the negative attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, if someone says something complimentary, like in your comment section about something, how much effort do you actually give them to respond to that?
Oh, it depends, but yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
Not a lot.
Right. Now, if someone gets an emotional response out of you, how much interaction do you give them?
Generally more, better lately. But you know what? I actually tested this once because on my TikTok, I whenever something kind of pops off and gets out of your sphere, you get a lot of negative attention. That's how things go viral.
I know.
And, yeah. And something was doing that, and I was like, I really am like getting like, overwhelmed by this. And I did something where I was like, I'm going to try to intentionally make a response video every day to a positive comment that made me feel happy. And immediately my engagement was better. It was so much nicer. I felt better. Like my fans felt better. Like that was a really good exercise. I highly recommend it, especially if you're like experiencing trouble personally with the insults that you're receiving, because you don't. So it doesn't really matter.
No. Like, when people are nice to my guests, like comments, I don't know what to say.
You're just, I mean, well, and that's the secret to why this stuff is viral, right? Because a niceness, it's just like, oh, nice, and you move on. But like something that makes you angry, you feel like you have to fix it. Like you feel like you have to do something about it, and that's what's so engaging about it. Like that anger is so engaging. That's why I had to delete Twitter. Like I had to pull it. It's not on my phone anymore. I don't because that site gives you mental illness. Like it's so bad. It's really bad. It's designed to be that way too. Unless you're like really intentional about what you put there. Like
no, even if you're very intentional, you'll still end up with fucking snuff films and other, just like
because Twitter has been losing engagement to video-based platforms for so long, and they've been struggling with monetization since before Elon bought it.
Oh, forever.
Yeah, like Twitter hasn't been growing as much as it should be. It's clearly very useful for like the media, PR, like there's something very valuable about Twitter, but it's not monetarily. Like it doesn't make that much money for what it should be making. And they've been trying to make that better. And the way that they've learned to make that better is to make you hate people. And so like not only are like you're seeing all of the worst takes because it makes people comment, it makes people reply. And then like Instagram, they'll bump the most aggressive take up to the top of the comments. Sometimes we do it. Sometimes we will do that. We'll fucking pin it because you know that that's going to be what gets people engaged with it. But sometimes Instagram will do it on its own.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I actually never pin any comments.
Oh, yeah?
I don't. I let them go run wild.
Just let them do it. Yeah.
It works.
It does. It works because people, they comment like, yeah, I mean, you see something you like, you like it. You heart it, you move on. Maybe you send it to somebody, but if you see something you don't like, you might be sent into a spiral of replies for fucking hours.
And you will send it out and be like, look at this shit. And then people that are in your echo chamber potentially, or like-minded will be like, oh my God, share, look at this shit.
And then it affects your entire view of like humanity because now you think this is what humans are like. And
they are. They are.
It is. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. They are, though. They are.
Humanity's awful.
It really is.
Humanity's always been awful.
I have had so much faith in them for so long.
Who lied to you?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm a hopeful, naive person. That's how I grew up. I'm sorry. You seen it before I did. I get it.
With what your father does for a living, that's wild.
Yeah, well, my dad was a cop. It's funny because he actually this is actually a really good example. My dad was a cop and he wasn't the greatest person as a cop. All cops are bastards. He's not a cop anymore. He's been doing ayahuasca. He's like completely changed as a person. He's like he's gone on apology tours and meant them. He's like done all this inner healing.
Has he tried to get anyone out of prison that he put there?
He actually, I probably can't talk too much about it without revealing his identity, but he has been doing a lot of things that put his actual work to good use.
Nice.
And it's kind of cool. So, you know, it is kind of cool to see that, but, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But the one thing about my parents is that they were both very honest people. They always told the truth. They were earnest. They were genuine, you know? And like, yeah, my dad was obviously a misguided bastard. But also while he was a cop, he was in internal affairs. So he was the cop that was policing the cops. He was the one tattling on all the cops whenever they would do something shitty, you know? I'm not saying he was not a bastard, he was, but like, I don't know. I just thought people were more honest. I always thought people were more honest than they really were.
No.
I always blew my mind. Like, it took me until like a few years ago to realize just how dishonest people are.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think in a lot of cases it's particularly malicious.
No.
And a lot of times it's just delusional or selling yourself a bill of goods to justify your actions.
Mm-hmm. Like growing up, I was raised Christian.
Sorry.
Yeah. I was raised Christian and I ate that shit up. Like I really did. I really believed it. I was on board. I had a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And I think
Show me on the doll where Jesus touched you.
I had faith, and I thought everybody around me did too. And it wasn't until I got like it wasn't until rather recently that I realized all these people that I was around that were like, you should be a Christian and love Jesus, and I'm gonna take you to the church, and I work for the church, and I'm a leader at the church. And none of them had faith like I did. Not a single fucking one of them. They all either didn't believe, or they were like on the fence about it, or they were shaky about it. And I'm like, how the fuck were you preaching this to me as a child when you didn't even believe it yourself?
Control.
It's crazy. Like
control keeps their station life, keeps them. It's a way to elevate their position in the social group.
Or it's a way to maintain their social bonds because they're afraid of stepping away and losing those bonds.
They're afraid of life.
They're afraid of a lot of things.
Yeah.
I am not fucking built like that. If I will say what I mean, and if people don't like the kind of person that I am, they won't like me. Like I would rather be alone. Like I'm not good at lying to make people like me. I am too honest, very, very honest. And I'm finding that that's actually maybe even a flaw.
It can be. It fucking can be.
But then I assume I feel like people are going to be like that to me because
they're not.
For a long time I just thought we were all like that.
Absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
Because people get in their own heads about, they're just afraid of what your reaction's going to be. Yeah, they'll just tell lies just to like, well, I just thought you were going to like, no. People just lie.
They lie.
They lie to
They lie.
And once again, it's not always malicious. It's not just like, oh, I'm just trying to get one over. No, they do it as a way to try to protect themselves from their own bullshit.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons to lie. That's why, I don't know. It's just not for me.
Well, that makes you an abnormal human.
It does. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Well, because everyone who has halfway, societal norm parents, I wouldn't say they're necessarily good parents, but societal norm parents sell you that bill of goods. My parents are like, oh, do an honest day's work.
Honesty is the best policy.
Honesty is the best policy. Do an honest day's work. You'll be rewarded for it. Loyalty to, your employer will be rewarded. I don't know if they truly believe that and they were naive, or they were lying because it sounded good.
Yeah, my parents taught me that too. I think that I'm going to play devil's advocate here and defend honesty for a second, not just as a morality, but as a way to get what you want.
Oh, it can.
Because I think if you're like sweet and earnest enough, sometimes being really upfront and honest is like actually a very effective way of making people like you. But they have to be the right kind of people. But then if you're me, you say, oh, well, if they weren't the right kind of person, I didn't want to be around them anyway.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree. I'm happy when the trash sees itself out.
Exactly.
That's why on my dating profiles, like, all this shit is readily available. I think my profile picture, like, if you come across me on Tinder for some fucking reason, is me holding an AVN badge, like, from, like, the 22 convention. This is like, if this is going to bother you, you shouldn't be here. I confronted a performer who was on air recently. She was like, yeah, I don't know if I hook up a civilian. I don't know if I'm ever going to tell him what I do. And I'm just like, why?
Oh, what? I mean, you have your right to do that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm like, I agree that you have your right to do that. But I also was just like, I don't think it's a good step to start things off on a live omission.
Yeah. It's not just what you're doing to the other person. It's what you're doing to you.
Yeah.
In the process. Now you got to worry about.
Oh no, she was like, I'll give up the life. Like, I'll get out of the industry if like it's the right dude. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's your call to make.
And what happens if he finds out and he hates you for it?
Yeah, and you have years invested or a child with the person.
Yeah, what happens then? Like, are you gonna really live this? Like, you're gonna have this lie from this person, and you don't want to like. That's not gonna that's not gonna feel like something looming over your head. Like, I need nothing looming over my head. Like, no. That's why I told my parents what I did, like, not that long into it. I think I got like a year or two down, and I had to tell them, and that was while my dad was still a cop bastard. So like that was hard. Like it was a really hard thing to do, but like and it took them a while to come around, but like I had to. I couldn't if I knew that I couldn't have a relationship with them if I didn't.
Well, and if they chose not to have a relationship with you at that point, that's on them.
Exactly.
And I'm a big proponent of the family you choose is more important than the family you're genetically related to. But if the family you're genetically related to wants to, put forth the effort to stay in your life, cool.
Then yeah.
But you shouldn't force it.
No. And so
no. Speaking of the trolls and all that bullshit, like that is the funniest shit to me when people are like, what does her parents think? Like
and they don't believe anything you say anyway.
Well, I'm not trying to convince them, but
I know, yeah, but they wouldn't.
But either way, dog, you're an adult. You still need mommy and daddy's permission to live your life. Why do you think that applies to this person?
They just want a reason to think that they're jealous. It's because they're jealous, and they want to feel like this person is getting punished in some way.
Well, it's also they feel it's an avenue of attack. Like, oh, I'm making you less than in society because the people who brought you into this world won't even fucking acknowledge that you're a good person. What? Well,
Somebody had left a comment about me one day that said that my parents must have gone really easy on me and treated me too soft, and that's how I ended up like this. And I'm like, yeah, my bastard cop dad was really easy on me. Really, really just let me go. just tossed me out into the world. That's totally how I was raised. Like, no, I had a lot of rules growing up. I had a very strict upbringing, and honestly, I started noticing a trend. You know how many fucking porn stars have been in cults? Have you noticed that?
A lot, yeah.
So many porn stars have been in cults. Whether they were raised like when they were kids or like later on, like they get very often former cult members.
Well, I'm sure some people would criticize that they're in one now too.
Yeah, they would say, of course. I mean, I know some people who said that they felt like porn was their way of getting out of a cult. So
to a different one.
To a different one, of course. Yeah, of course.
Well, and
who's our cult leader?
Me, duh.
It's Matt. We're all following Matt.
Yeah, that's a horrible idea for everyone involved. Holy fuck, that's a horrible idea.
Yeah,
don't follow me, please.
You can't be in the. Yeah, don't follow Matt Slayer. Don't click follow. Don't.
Oh no, do that.
Don't do anything like that.
Do those things, but don't actually like try to form your life around my fucking opinions. I've had life experiences that are abnormal to a lot of people, so it's colored my opinions on things.
Mm-hmm.
So live life for yourself. How about that? Oh my God, like form your own opinions. Take in your stimuli and everything you've experienced and be like, I should form opinions around that. Don't blindly believe what anyone tells you.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do tend to like the thoughts I have and think that they're worth sharing, but like, fucking please do your own thing. My God.
I'm a podcaster. Obviously, I think my thoughts are worth sharing, or I would be doing this for almost a decade now. Holy fuck, I'm doing this too long. But I also am a big proponent of you should take everything you get from everyone with a grain of salt. Because just because I have podcasting equipment doesn't make me an expert at anything except getting drunk.
Yeah, we're really just like two guys talking right now. And there's a million conversations like this happening all the time. But like, yeah, we have equipment. You've got your fancy equipment. You had me on your show. And so we look like whatever we're saying matters.
And it matters as an entertainment option.
Yeah. Yeah, but there are a lot of people who have podcasts that are like really trying to sell you something like.
Oh, for sure. Like
super.
No, there is no Tao of Slayer.
No.
Like, live your own fucking lives is really the biggest takeaway you should have. It's like society's always evolving. Just because something was socially acceptable 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, doesn't mean it's socially acceptable now. And you should question all of it. Like, no one would have batted an eye to, use a homophobic slur against someone, even 10 years ago, really. Like, and not against a homosexual person, just as a,
Yeah.
like we talked about earlier. And it's just like, oh, society's like, oh, hey, that's not cool now. So things are always evolving. It's not cool to like slap a man with your glove and be like, we're going to duel to the death because we had disagreement. Though that should come back.
Bring back duels.
Hell yeah.
Bring back duels. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to sell me on this one a little bit.
Okay. What's there to sell you on? Imagine this. Because right now, like, violence still happens.
Mm-hmm.
People get into altercations. People get into fights. People get into whatever. Generally, someone gets escalated to a point where they're willing to be violent. The other party may not be aware that there's about to be violence. This is a much more honorable solution. Like, hey, you have said some shit that is going to escalate to violence. I'm going to let you know and give you an opportunity to properly defend yourself against this violence.
Okay, so this is kind of just like as an alternative to a bar fight.
A bar fight, a drive-by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any sort of...
A duel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, no innocent bystanders get hurt. Everyone gets to protect themselves. Because, getting into a bar fight with someone who doesn't know it, or pulling a drive-by, or any sort of violence, is some pussy shit.
Too chewy. I'm just going to be...
I can talk from them while you chew.
Okay, all right, fine.
So, if you let the motherfucker know, like, hey, we're going to do this shit, or you could back down right now, and now you're less than, because you're not man enough, or you're not strong enough to actually meet me.
Brave enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could just, I think we should bring it back. Which actually, in places like
You can keep that, but I feel you.
Actually, places like Seattle, mutual combat's legal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
If both people agree to the street fight, it's perfectly legal. That's why there was a dude dressed up as like a...
That's kind of fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you both agreed to fight, I don't know why that should be a crime.
I agree.
As long as you're not fighting anybody else.
Right, as long as both parties agree.
Yeah.
Well, there was like a guy dressed up in like a superhero costume that was like a vigilante in Seattle for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the guy was a semi-pro MMA fighter. And he would get people to agree to mutual combat and then kick the shit out of them because he's actually a trained fighter.
Oh my God. That's really funny.
Like, this shit's on YouTube.
That's really funny.
Something Phoenix.
You just got to be careful because if you kill someone, you got to be able to prove that they actually wanted to fight you. And
well, that's why he'd do is film them.
Yeah.
He'd film them, people consenting.
Because you really can kill someone with hand-to-hand combat. It's like...
As Phoenix Jones.
Phoenix Jones. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's pretty intense.
I mean, that's the problem with fighting people in real life. Like,
yeah,
you hit someone once, they go out and they hit their head wrong when they go down.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, it like I think gun. We think guns and knives, but like you can kill someone with your fist. It happens to people. Like that's like my biggest nightmare, to accidentally kill someone or like unintentionally kill someone.
I know you're perfectly fine with it being on purpose. I get that.
It's different if it's on purpose. That's very different. But okay, if I was driving and I got into a car accident.
Oh no, I meant you killing someone with your fist on purpose.
Yes. Well, like I said, yeah, that's different. That's different, right? Because you intend, like, at least you meant it. But like if you accidentally kills, oh my God, I would like the guilt, like. Ooh, I would really have. That's like one of my biggest nightmares. You know that episode of SpongeBob?
Were you murdered?
SpongeBob?
It's been a long time.
Do you know the episode where he thinks he killed the health inspector?
I don't know that one.
Oh my God, that episode gave me nightmares all the time. They have a health inspector and they're worried about it, and they decide to give him like a really gross Krabby Patty or something like that, and he.
It sounds like the last thing you should do to the health inspector.
Yeah, well, they were trying to play a prank on him or something. They thought he wasn't really a health inspector and that he was actually like a customer trying to get free food. And so they wanted to kind of show him, and they gave him this patty that was supposed to be gross, and then he immediately passes out when he eats the patty, and they think they've killed him. It was an accident. There's some, coincidence, but they think that they killed him. And Mr. Krabs is like, all right, we got to go bury the body. And so they go out, and they little SpongeBob goes out fucking crying and shit and buries the body. And then they get found by some police officers who are like, hey, we'll help you get home. And so they get a ride home with the cops, and the cops are like joking, and SpongeBob, like the guilt and like the fear of like being found out is on his face. That's my like biggest nightmare.
So the moral of the story is leave them where they fall?
No, like everything about it, every single thing about killing somebody on accident, terrifying.
But on purpose is cool?
It's different. There's a lot of different circumstances involved with killing someone on purpose, and obviously a lot of it is nightmarish, but different than...
I could tell you firsthand, it doesn't feel good to, think about that you may have to end someone's life. It's not fun.
It's not. No. I'm not saying it would not be hard. It's just a different kind of situation. Yeah. Like an accident like that, or like negligence or something like that, or yeah, you fucking punch somebody or something. You didn't expect them to fucking die from it, and suddenly that's on your conscience is really crazy. I mean, killing someone on purpose is of course also a fucked up thing.
Not fun.
Not fun at all. I mean,
I've never killed... No joke, I've never killed anyone. But I have pointed guns at people in the intention of I may had to, and that was not fun.
No, not at all. But at least you have some kind of circumstance to kind of lean back on.
Yeah, oh no. It wasn't just for funsies.
It was not, yeah.
It wasn't just like a Saturday morning, like, I feel like pointing a gun at somebody.
Yeah.
Regular audience has heard the story before, but 10 plus years doing armed security.
I mean, I remember hearing you talk about that. So I mean... And we all talked about my bastard dad. Yeah.
Well, and it's one of the things where people have a disconnect in real life. Like, people see action movies, a lot of people don't understand what actual violence is and like what the real repercussions of actual violence are. And every dude, I feel like, maybe not every dude, but almost every dude has a vision in their head where they're this badass.
Yes.
Probably myself included. Actually, definitely myself included these days. I'm fucking out of shape. Unless you give me a firearm. Fucking are not in the condition to actually be involved in real violence.
Yeah. I think this, I really, really agree with that. I saw that when I was dealing with the stalking because like I was saying before, I've had restraining orders and things like that. So I've had a stalker, and I had this stalker for a really long time. And sometimes when I would tell men this information, they would respond with something along the lines of, well, don't worry, I have a gun, or do you need me to go take care of him, or something like that. And oh my God, what an unhelpful thing to say. Like I heard it constantly.
Of course. Always
from men. And it was always... It's this like imagined violence. It's this hypothetical violence that's not real to them. And for me in that situation, like this person that was stalking me had weapons. I knew about them. He talked about them. Like I knew what he could bring to the table in a violent situation. I thought about it. I thought about my security. I thought about what weapons I currently had. I imagined over and over again scenarios in which I would have to shoot him or in order to save myself or whatever. And I thought about it a lot because I had to, and that was a trauma, and part of that was a trauma response. That's something that happens to you when you have PTSD. You start playing scenarios over and over in your head, past ones, future ones, things like that.
Wait, that's not normal?
No,
shit.
Not compulsively, yeah. And yes. So when a man comes in and is like, I have a gun, I'll take care of it, you're like, yeah? Do it. Go. Fucking kill him. Go, do it. You won't. What? Because you wouldn't, because that would be fucking stupid, you fucking idiot. You would not go shoot this guy. Why are you saying it? Like, that's not a solution to this problem. You just want to fix my problem.
I mean, it would
be a hero.
It would be a solution. It wouldn't necessarily be a good solution, but it'd be a
terrible solution. It's a terrible idea. Like, fucking.
You'll get caught. The homicides they have problems solving are the ones where no one's involved with each other. But I believe the 6 degrees of separation right there would play out pretty quick.
Yeah, you are not a killer. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And like, yeah, but they would have this like fantasy of like saving me with a gun. That was very common.
Well, yeah, because it's the modern day Prince Charming.
It is, yeah.
Well, this is one of the fucked up like societal roles that look at every fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Every fairy tale, the hero gets the girl. The girl is the prize to be won. Well, obviously, I'm the hero of my story, so you are the prize to be won. Well, let me go out there and prove to you that you're worthy of being won.
Yes, yes. And yeah, and prove to myself. I don't know. I think also just like people who don't have experience with real violence, like you say, they do kind of have this fantasy that they could kill somebody, but they were right to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like they got to take someone's life, but they were right to do it. They were doing the right thing. That is a huge power fantasy for a lot of people.
Yeah, right or wrong. Fucking actual violence sucks. It just sucks. When I was just doing when I was bouncing and doing security, like I worked with dudes that were on that power trip, were on that fantasy, and would try to escalate shit.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like,
a lot of cops are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of cops are like
well,
that.
because a lot of cops have no repercussions if they do escalate it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, a lot of people would use violence a lot more often if there were no repercussions for it. Like, oh, I get a paid vacation for this?
Mm-hmm.
I always, especially when I was doing like bouncing and shit like that, was always trying to de-escalate situations because like I'm very aware of, oh, if I have to get into a physical altercation here, even if I win, even if I bring the rest of the security team and we bring overwhelming force to this, I may still be injured in the process of this. I don't want to get injured, especially over this stupidity.
No.
Especially over, at the time, like a low-paying job.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
That didn't provide me health insurance. Like if I had to go to the hospital for some shit, that would have been out of my pocket. I'd much rather, calmly try to use my words and get someone out the door.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing that goes through my head when people talk about revolution. When people talk, when people talk about violent revolution in the US and in other places, I think sometimes people in the US will fantasize about it and not at all think about it clearly, where they're stuck on a fantasy of what that looks like, a fantasy of violence. Fucking anything to prevent us from having a civil war. Fucking almost anything. Like, that shit is horrible. Like, horrible. Like, I don't think people realize how fucking horrible it is to live through a war. Like, it's so, like...
Well, because it's so foreign to Americans. Because the last war we had on our soil was the Civil fucking War.
Yes, and it was horrible. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah. I mean, read a history book about Sherman's March to the Sea.
It was fucking awful, brutal for everybody involved.
They were torching whole fucking cities in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and like some things are worth fighting for, but God, can we please just try to accomplish them without fucking war? And I like it's one of those things like, yeah, prepare, yeah, do this, do those kinds of things. But there's a difference between doing that and then fantasizing about a violent end to your problems, fantasizing about a situation where you're a war hero and you save the day, fantasizing about a narrative where we have a glorious bloody revolution that ends the way that you want it to, and understand that, like, that's not what real violence looks like. It is so much fucking worse, and it is horrible for most of the people involved that are completely fucking innocent.
For sure. Also, do you like running water? You at home with your war fantasy, do you like running water? Do you know what happens when a real war starts? Infrastructure starts to go. Not having potable water, not having, your microwave and your frozen dinners and McDonald's and all that shit. Are you prepared to actually, live like that for extended periods of time?
Yeah.
Not doesn't sound fun. Let alone if you have to experience actual violence. Actually have to defend your own fucking life. None of it sounds like a good time. It's not Call of Duty. You don't just respawn.
No. And your friends don't. Yeah. And your families don't. Your communities don't. Because the people that die in those situations are poor people. The people that die in those situations the most are the people who don't have resources. You know, like they're like the most marginalized people are the ones that are going to get fucked by that situation. Like it's, you know, like I'm saying, like some things are worth fighting for, but like, can we really don't treat it as an escape. Don't escape the boring responsibility of fighting for things now in less violent ways.
Well, see, I don't
escaping into a fantasy where you get to be an action hero.
See, I don't think we're ever going to get to an actual civil war because we as a society
would be crushed.
Well, not even that. We're also too distracted as a society.
Yeah. Because of the content machine.
Well, the content machine, television. You know, you look at American consumerism. Larger televisions have maintained or gotten cheaper the whole time. People are distracted. Look at.
I have a theory about that, but I'll keep it as a footnote. Keep going.
Look at when the last time we had really large scale protests. Is when everyone had a lot of free time on their hands during the pandemic.
Yeah.
People are like, oh shit, I don't got to go to work. I got time to go protest. I got time to think about the horrors of this world and go do shit. When people are fucking distracted and people have too much shit going on, like, it's hard to want to make societal change when you're just worried about where your next meal is coming from.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, we don't get bored anymore. We have a thing. I mean, we're always very bored, but
we have distractions. We have so many distractions.
So many distractions. It's crazy. I was going to say something about the TVs getting bigger but cheaper. There's this really interesting thing going on where everything is cheaper except for the things you need. So like TVs and furniture and clothes and stuff that used to be like only accessible to wealthy people, everybody can buy, but they're like shit quality. Like they go bad in a couple years.
Well, yeah, because
down.
Of course, because otherwise you need. How do you maintain profitability if you can't sell someone the same product again?
Yeah.
And obsolescence is very much a thing.
Oh yeah, everything breaks immediately. Things used to be built to last. Like I know that's such a cliche, right? Like they don't build them like they used to, but it's really true. It's like
it's intentional.
So true. There's so many things you could get vintage that are gonna work better for longer than the stuff that you could buy new.
I mean, they say this shit at the shareholder meetings. Like it's not a secret.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that by making them really, really affordable, you create this like illusion of a middle class where like you have people that are working paycheck to paycheck who, if they miss a paycheck, if they get laid off, they're in trouble of being homeless, of not being able to pay their debts, of like needing to move in with other people. Like they're not supporting each other. We're not buying homes. We're renting. We're all renting. Nobody's buying homes. You know, we're unable to pay off our fucking loan debts and things like that. Like it's getting really bad. Like the middle class is pretty much gone. But you can watch HBO.
That used to be a luxury.
You can eat ice cream whenever you want. You can get yourself a cappuccino in the morning. You can have the fancy IKEA table. You can do all this stuff because those things are actually cheap. Those things actually are affordable, more affordable than they've ever been. And so it kind of feels like maybe you have all the luxuries of a middle-class person, but the one luxury you don't have is the freedom to say no to work, the freedom to unionize or protest because you can't, because you're afraid of losing your job, or because if you lose your income for a single fucking month, then you're in really, really, really big trouble. That makes you, that does not make you middle class. Like, that's poverty. But it doesn't look like poverty because you have a big TV.
It's true. Because you have things.
Yeah, you can wear all the latest fashion trends. And you can watch a big TV. And I don't know, I think people look at that and they see privilege, and it's not privilege. It's like a facade. It's a
trap.
It's a trap. Yeah, like we're all trapped in this like cheap consumer like facade. Yeah. That tells you like, oh yeah, things are fine. It's actually fine. I mean, it kind of is fine because yeah, you can have ice cream and that's lovely. I like that I can have ice cream. You know, it's kind of nice to have ice cream.
It's definitely nice to have ice cream. It's great to have ice cream. Ice cream's awesome.
Yeah.
We just bought some.
Yeah, we just bought some ice cream. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it is, I think it's a mistake to confuse that with like wealth, or because they're the TVs are getting bigger.
They are.
And you can afford them. They're really cheap.
Well, it's a sad state of affairs when you go to Target or Amazon and any items you look to buy, they're like, you can finance this.
Yeah. Finance anything.
That SD card that I just bought, like, it could be 6 payments of $6 or $6. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna charge me interest on a $50 SD card?
Mm.
In what world do I need an SD card that bad that I need to finance it?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something recently that I think it was like that they're introducing a financing option for Uber Eats.
You don't need McDonald's that bad.
You just don't. Like, I don't know. That's sad. Nobody should be doing that. Nobody should be doing that. Please don't do that. Please don't finance your McDonald's order from Uber Eats. Just go to McDonald's.
Right.
Walk. Or something, please.
Take an Uber to McDonald's. That's still better than fucking...
I don't know about that. The Ubers out here in LA are so expensive.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Expensive.
The rideshare companies are horrible.
You know what? I had a talk with somebody the last time, because I usually take Lyft, and this person, it was their first time driving for Lyft. They usually get Uber clients. So I was like their first Lyft client. So I kind of started asking them about it. And I was like, so like, how much do you make? And this and this and that. And they were like, less than 10%, and it's mostly up to tips, but nobody tips anymore because the rides are so expensive. Like, they just keep raising the rates of the rides, and it means people don't have enough money to tip, and they don't tip. Like,
well, and it's also Uber and Lyft have given a bill of goods of, in California, they passed something called SR22, which made them immune to making rideshare drivers be employees.
Yeah.
Part of that, when they were campaigning to get SR22 passed, was drivers make 80% of the fare. And from what I understand, at one point, right when they were trying to get the pass, they did. The second they got it passed, they're like, bro, we're calling that the fuck back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because he was saying it was a really low percent. And that's crazy because these rides are like, because really, what are they providing for the ride? Like, okay, for me, if I make something on OnlyFans, I make 80%. And I think that that's kind of just fine because OnlyFans has the platform, they have the recognition, they are doing all the stuff with
the server space.
They have the server space. They have, they don't really provide traffic, but they do create a household name that people can.
Well, but also I'm not justifying OnlyFans model, but they're also handling the credit card processing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even really trying to but that's 80%. And I'm like, I can see what OnlyFans is doing to provide that amount. I think 80%. I think that's fair. I think that's fine. I have no problem with that. There are other sites that take 40%, and leave me with 60. And even that, I'm kind of like, yeah, I get it. Like, I understand how much it goes into hosting all that content and stuff like that. Like, it sucks, but whatever. 10% for a ride that you are making with your car. I get that they'll pay for gas, I think. No, they won't pay for gas. They might pay for maintenance, but you have to make.
They don't.
They don't pay for maintenance.
No.
They might pay for cleaning?
No.
Okay.
So
what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing for 90% of the ride? How? I get that they're finding the clients. I get that they're providing a platform. I get that they're paying for advertising. There's no way that adds up to 90% of what that ride is worth. Absolutely no fucking way.
For sure.
Because there's one person doing the labor with their car that...
Well, here's the biggest...
Oh, my God.
Here's the biggest difference between that and OF. One's a publicly traded company. One is not. One is beholden to shareholders. Uber and Lyft both did not turn a fucking profit until the last couple of years at best.
Yeah. And that's the model these days.
Right. And because they're publicly traded, they have accountability to shareholders to turn a fucking profit. Where OF isn't publicly traded. So they have less incentive. Not that they don't have incentive to turn a profit, but they don't have the incentive that they have to turn over an increased profit
increased profit every
quarter. Yeah.
That's the thing is like, it's not enough to make more than you sell. You have to make more
than you did last quarter.
Last quarter compared to last quarter. It's like a growth model, and that's
unsustainable.
Yeah, that's
and don't worry, Uber and Lyft will be out of business in 5 years.
I hope so.
No, they will be. Waymo will replace them. Do they have those in Vegas yet?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them around.
Yeah, they're owned by Google. Waymo's owned by Google. It's like, oh, hey, bigger tech giant, less overhead. I think.
And they're going to do the thing that these companies do. Like you just said, that they weren't turning a profit, right? They don't turn a profit for the first many, many years. They own until they own the fucking
market share,
market share. And then they flip on you. That's why all the fucking subscription services online are all now going up. That's why now you have to pay a bunch of money for Netflix and Disney and Hulu and whatever it is, because at first they're just, it's such a cheap product, and now you're going to get used to it. And once you get used to it, and we've put all the other companies that provide things to you out of business, then we're going to jack up the price. It's Bezos kind of.
Well, Bezos owns a lot of those companies, so.
Yeah, Bezos was really the guy that like took that and ran with it forever until he became like extremely, extremely rich. Yeah. Just pretend.
And Netflix is an interesting situation because like I understand why Netflix's price is going up. They used to be the only game in town, so getting licensing was less expensive. Now when you're competing with like, okay, HBO is Warner Brothers. That's Warner Discovery. Well, we could put it on our own platform, or Netflix can pay us a massive premium to license that IP. Netflix has to increase prices to, do the originals license shit that would end up somewhere else. Like it's now a bidding war for what streaming service is going to end up on. And the problem is, since everyone wants their piece of the pie, people are just going to go back to pirating shit because it's just like fucking paying for cable again to have all the services to potentially get everything you want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So simple when it was just like all Netflix. Everything's on Netflix.
It used to be, but now we have 80 of them.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And all of them have like one thing I want to watch, like just one.
Just the one. But you got to get it because you want to watch it.
I have cut the cord on almost all of them.
I'm like a really big Disney hater, so I've avoided paying for Disney Plus.
Why do you hate the mouse?
Oh, I mean, you say it like that, like I kicked a puppy or something, and they're not like a giant mega corporation that owns all of our dreams and nostalgia and milks them for.
Disney owns your dreams?
They own.
What contract did you sign?
No, like they cornered a really special market because they cornered the nostalgia market. They own ideas.
Well, they also own Marvel and Star Wars. So
they own Marvel and Star Wars and all these things. Like they own childhood. And now that we don't buy houses and shit, all of the fucking adults are now like the biggest buyers of toys. Do you know that? Adults are the biggest toy buyer. Have you seen Build-A-Bear has started to market to adults?
Oh no, can you fuck a Build-A-Bear now?
They just released a cougar bear. And it is and they
does it have a hole for a fleshlight?
No, it does not. But like they've been making like sexy ads for their Build-A-Bears. Which is like it's kind of like a joke, but like probably because Build-A-Bear's probably not selling that many bears to kids. They're probably selling way more Build-A-Bears to adults than kids.
Because the birth rates are also way down.
And adults are the toy market now.
Well, yes,
what else are we gonna fucking buy?
People. I mean,
house?
I'm much more likely to buy a person than I am a house.
What?
For the weekend.
Okay. Well, that's buying a service.
It's way too much.
Not a person, a service that a person does.
That's way too much commitment to buy a person long term.
I would feel awkward.
Oh no, I just don't want to clean up after them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have children. Why do I have to clean up after them?
Yeah, and they're expensive.
Children. They are, but they're the best chance to have a good organ for me.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up this point about children that really, oh my God. Because sometimes I go back and forth about wanting children.
Why?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say it just like that. The moment it was coming, I saw you say
You know me. We're friends.
No, I know. I saw you say it like that. No, because there's like a little part of me that wants to have a kid. But
why?
because I like kids. I like children. I do. I like kids.
Cool. Volunteer at a library.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, yeah. If you can, I mean, it's a little harder when you do my job. They don't want you around kids.
Well, don't tell them what you do.
But anyway, point being,
You have to disclose at the library what you do for a living if you want to volunteer there.
The point is, when I do go back and forth about it, there's this one argument I heard that was just like, when you have kids, you end up neutering your power politically as an adult. And okay, here's the argument. Basically, as an adult, once you have kids, you can't risk your job the way that you would be able to if you didn't have a kid, because you have a financial responsibility to the kid. You can't go do stuff like flip a cop car or, you can't do acts of protest because you have a kid at home and you need to be thinking about that kid.
There's a big asterisk on that. If you're not an asshole.
If you're not an asshole, yeah. Like if you're
No. You can definitely still be wild out in the streets, be a drug addict. Anyone can have unprotected sex and be stuck with a fucking child.
Yes.
If you want to be a responsible parent, yeah, that's part of the reason I never wanted the gig, because I like my freedom of, oh, hey, I don't like where my life's going right now. I'm gonna just pick up and fucking move.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do something different. You can't fire me. I quit. I don't know. Like.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah. If you wanna, sometimes you need to exercise your right to say no, or to do a rejection, or to do something like that, and that gives you power in situations, and you lose that power if you can't afford to say no.
Hell, just think of you can't give up your health insurance.
You can't live in a bad neighborhood.
Oh, I mean, that builds character.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah, builds character. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't afford to lose your health insurance. You have a kid, you can't afford to do all this different stuff.
Kids are accident prone. You definitely need healthcare.
You definitely need healthcare if you have a kid.
Yeah.
You gotta get your kid. You gotta get your kid taken care of, and then now everything you're doing, you're kind of worrying about your kid. And it takes away your ability to just
it takes away your ability to live life for you.
Yeah. Yes. And also to fight the power politically.
I mean, that's living life for you.
And if you, yes.
It's all living life for you.
It's all living life for you. Yeah. Yeah. It's harder. It's harder to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a good argument against having a kid.
Would you really want to bring a child into this hellscape?
That's the problem. I wish this hellscape was a little better.
Well, everyone does.
Yeah,
well, not everyone. The people in power are pretty cool. They're cool with it.
I wish the hellscape was just a little nicer.
Yeah.
I feel like if maybe I moved to a nicer part of the hellscape, then maybe,
what's a nicer part of the hellscape?
You just if you had just a little bit more money in the hellscape, you had a nicer house in the hellscape that had more room for a little hellion, then maybe it'd be okay to have a kid in the hellscape.
Well, for sure. I've often said if I became well-to-do, I would actually reconsider children.
Yeah.
Because the idea of, and this is my own childhood trauma, my father worked 2 jobs to make sure we were in a decent neighborhood, but he was a miserable cunt about it all the time.
Yes.
And I'm not looking to be a miserable human being any more than I already am.
Yeah.
For a stranger with my genetic material. They very well could be an asshole. And I'm going to make myself miserable for an asshole just because they came out of my balls?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a horrible plan.
Bad deal.
Yeah.
It's a really bad deal.
And judging by my taste in women, the kid's probably fucked.
And that's why you get a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like pulling out either, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you don't want to have to worry.
I didn't worry before, but
yeah,
I probably should have, but I did not.
Oh, yeah.
I worried the first couple times I didn't pull out on. Well, I take that back. I worried the first couple times I had condoms breaking. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got over that when I got older. It was just oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's no chance you're going to be stuck with me for life, so you'll get rid of this if worse comes to worse.
As long as we're on the same page.
Oh, no. There are been very few women in my life who are like, yeah, I see my whole life with
Matt Slayer's
Yeah.
offspring.
or just Matt Slayer in their lives for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
I posted this to social media recently, but maybe you know. How much do you use TikTok?
I haven't used it in a minute.
Okay.
I haven't been on there in a minute.
So I have an ex-girlfriend whose contact is still in my phone, and TikTok is constantly recommending that I follow her, and it's only her. And I'm trying to figure out, is she stalking my profile, or is TikTok just a fucking sadist?
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm like, I want someone who's a little more familiar with TikTok.
I cannot tell you.
Because I have her blocked on every other social media. I never followed her on TikTok, so.
Oh, so maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's entirely possible that, she's stalking my, very rarely updated TikTok.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Because the algorithm knows.
Yeah, because I have so many people in my phone who have TikToks, and I just don't use it very often, but I get pop-up notifications, about specifically her profile.
Do you follow a lot of the same people?
No.
That's a little weird.
Yeah. No, she's an ex from Chicago.
Yeah.
She has no industry contacts.
That's crazy.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Your phone, they've got all kinds of data and they use it all. So
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
Could be that.
Well, I haven't spoken to her in 5 years, so.
Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's not like it's a recent ex. It's like.
No, that's really strange. Maybe. Do you think I could take a break to refill this?
Of course.
Awesome.
Codi is back.
I'm back.
With a little less liquid. Well, and replacement liquid.
More liquid here, less liquid here.
Yeah. It's funny how that works.
This tequila is really good, by the way.
And no, you perverts, it did not go in my mouth. They like to make assumptions. I'm not in that tax bracket, sorry.
You're not. Yeah, it would cost a lot.
What's the cost on that?
I don't know. Can I legally say that?
Why not?
I don't know. Because what if it's you're not supposed to advertise your services, your EV amounts, right? I mean, I'm not advertising a service. It's not available. So I guess it wouldn't be.
No, but theoretically.
Theoretically, well, it depends because to me.
Is it more expensive than caviar? Or?
I think it would depend to me on who it was and how active I was with vetting people. Because the reason I don't do take clients is mostly because.
Oh no, I was just talking about your urine. I'm just.
Just buying my urine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to actually pee in their mouth.
No.
like in person pee in their mouth. Yeah.
I mean, if that would make you happy, I want that for you. If that would not make you happy, I'm not insinuating you should. I was not. I was not insinuating I was drinking from the tap here. Jeez.
You thought okay, so the audience was
pervert.
Peed into a cup and gave it to
pervert.
Him, not peed directly into the mouth. I don't know.
Codi, we're friends.
How you would do it?
Codi, we're friends. Why would you think? Why would you?
That's the line.
Why would you violate the boundaries like that?
Boundaries, yeah. Okay, sorry.
I could beat you within an inch of your life, but
sorry.
I mean, allegedly. Codi just never.
No. Yeah.
Never laid hands on me.
Okay, so we're talking piss in a cup and send it to somebody?
Or some other vessel.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. I think that the hang up for me is really just the mail and how they get it. But if it was something somebody was I'll come pick it up, or I'll just drop it off at the location and I'll give you this money.
A urine blind drop?
Yeah, because I always get nervous when I send stuff in the mail because the post office will ask me all these questions and stuff. And
have someone else do it.
You're not supposed to send urine in the mail, but
UPS it.
But probably
that way they get tracking.
I'd say $1,000
for how many ounces?
A good piss. I don't know, enough to fill up a sample cup.
Just next time you go testing, one for the client, one for TTS, one for the.
No, it's I think it's just a bad idea. You're really supposed to keep it refrigerated if you're gonna, especially if you're going to drink it. It's not gonna be. It's unsafe to drink urine.
Well, that's why you boil it when you get it.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm sure that kills the bacteria.
Is that what you do? I feel like
I have never done that.
Is that what you do when you buy piss?
I have never bought piss in my life.
I guess you could like put it in a cooler and like add some
dried ice,
like some dry ice, and stick it in a cooler. That might work.
At what temperature does piss freeze?
I don't know. Depends on how hydrated you are, I bet. Are you looking this up?
I am.
At what temperature does piss freeze? You can make pissicles.
So urine generally freezes at a slightly lower temperature than pure water due to the presence of dissolved salts and other solutes.
That makes sense.
So like 31 degrees Fahrenheit.
You probably wouldn't want to. You could probably just keep it in a freezer, and that you could keep it longer in a freezer than.
Are you gonna put sticks in it at that point?
I don't think it would. I mean.
Oh, it'll freeze.
You could. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah.
Just ice tray, toothpicks,
pissicles. A pissicle. Yeah.
Codi Vore's pissicles.
Codi Vore's pissicles. But then, yeah, you got to be really good about transporting that because you got to keep it really, really cold.
Otherwise, you just end up with a bag of urine and full of fucking toothpicks.
Yeah. Otherwise, you end up with a bag of urine and toothpicks, and that's not what you want when you're ordering pissicles.
Maybe people just want to have the urine toothpicks, the urine soaked toothpicks. So walking around conventions, just like
that could be its own thing.
Huh?
That could be its own thing. I wonder how else you could like bake piss into something so that it's easier to sell as like a dried good or something, you know.
Pizza crust?
You could probably, I mean, anything you put water into, I think you could put piss into.
Salty water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's going to be it's going to have a flavor to it.
Yeah.
But salt's in like everything.
I know. It's great.
Yeah, it is. It's one of my favorites.
I think it is for most of humanity.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
People died for salt back in the day. Seriously, people were murdering other people for herbs and spices.
People are dying for salt today, just in a different way.
It's true. I don't think there's as many land wars over it.
No, it's not the same. It's not actual violence like we were talking about before.
But there was actual violence over salt back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, imagine what kind of time we live in now that like there doesn't have to be violence for salt. Because for so much of human history, there was violence for salt.
Yeah. This is what this kind of goes back, you know? We feel like we're middle class because
we have salt.
Because we have salt. As much salt as we want.
Well, I have two different types of salt. I have kosher salt and table salt.
All the salt in the world. It's cheap. It's so cheap.
Hell, you can get pink sea salt.
You can get expensive salt and it's still cheap.
Oh my God, why don't you just dry out your urine to sell it as Codi salt?
Dry it out and then sell it as a seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Codi salt.
Yeah. I wonder how you would do that. Would you just like put it in like a big something wide so that it's like
I would assume it's like a distillation process. Like you would boil off the water in it, and what would be left would be the salts.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I'd assume.
Yeah, we'd assume. You'd assume.
Why are you acting like I've actually done this?
I don't know. You're the one who came up with it.
I have a basic understanding of how chemistry works.
No, yeah, it's a good idea. That I would feel comfortable selling, but that is extra processing. That's, you know, I'm gonna have to like dedicate a pot to that.
Or a slave.
A pot or a slave. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dedicate some kind of cookware though for the piss. So.
Well, if you sterilize it, you can use whatever cookware you wanted.
Plus, I feel like one piss isn't gonna get you a whole lot of salt, just a tiny little bit.
Well, and also you can't get too hydrated, otherwise the salt content won't be there.
Yeah, you'll have to do something that's...
A lot of Gatorade, I feel like, is the move, because Gatorade has a lot of salt in it.
Okay, yeah. You just replace your water intake with Gatorade.
That's what plants crave, right?
Yeah, you could create different salts based on your diet, like a line of salts based on the kind of food that you ate.
I mean, you definitely would have to have a Vore salt at that point.
Vore salt, full of tinies. I've been really excited about Vore lately.
I'd hope so. It's your name.
It has blown up in popularity. Did you know that?
I know. I had someone else talking about it.
And nobody knew about it when I was new in the industry. I mean, some people did. Obviously,
when I first met you, I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, Vore was not popular before.
I only know of it because of you.
I think a lot of people are in that boat, but now it's on like the lists and stuff. Like they're making listicles about Vore. They're like they're like interviewing sex experts about Vore, this concerning new trend.
Are they interviewing you?
I have been interviewed a couple times for articles about Vore. I'm like they're new. It's really gotten big because I got in the industry like about 10 years ago, maybe a little less than 10 years ago, and it was not.
Have I known you that long?
No.
No, I haven't known you 10 years, but like
No.
I feel like, age-wise, you would not be legal 10 years ago in my brain.
Oh yeah.
Like
no, I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in my brain, I'm like, you're still in like your early 20s. I'm like, wait, no.
No.
And I'm like, oh shit, I have known you like almost 5 years, 5, 6 years at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I was younger.
Yeah.
I'm almost 30.
Yeah, no, in my brain, I'm just like, you would have been a child. How's that possible?
Yeah. Well, thank you. But yes, we are getting older.
Oh no, I've been old.
Yeah. Well, you're getting older.
Thankfully.
You're aging.
Because if that stops, it's over.
Yeah, it's better than the alternative.
I think so.
I think it's kind of cool.
To not exist?
No, to get older.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
There's a lot of downsides.
Yeah. It's like all this life experience, and all I can do is talk about it on a podcast. Yeah.
Well, Vore got more popular.
Like, we're going to segue away from that depressing shit.
Well, like I'm saying, I got older, Vore got more popular. Now everybody is into Vore, and it's my name, so I'm benefiting from that.
Right? Like Google searches.
Yeah. People know what it means now. Some people will say, "Oh, Codi Vore, that's an unfortunate name. So who's gonna tell her?" I'm like,
You mean the intentional like?
That was intentional. That was very intentional. When I had my breast reduction, somebody asked me, they were like, "What's your gimmick gonna be now?" I was like, it was there. It was always there. It was in the initial naming, like the very first decision I made in the industry was to name myself after a weird fetish. Like that was the first thing I did. It's always been me. So I don't know.
What happened to the reduction fat, by the way?
Oh, no, I wasn't able to get the reduction fat. I really wanted it though. I really did want it. It's like a process, and I didn't get the right information in time. I don't know if I could have or if they would have let me at all, but
you're paying for it.
Even if I did though, I think it wouldn't have been in like a useful form cuz it's like got chemicals and stuff, and I don't know.
Make soap.
Well, that's what I was originally going to do.
You're going to fall on fight.
I was thinking about making I was going to fight club it. I was thinking about fight clubbing it. I was thinking, but also like after the surgery, I was so out of it for like a couple weeks. So
well, that's why you set it up beforehand.
I know. There was a lot of stuff to set up beforehand. I know. Wasted opportunity. It's okay.
Absolutely. Just have to wait till the next one.
Just have to wait till the next one. Till I get them cut off again. Double cut off.
Keep producing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eventually, you're just going to go heroin chic.
Yeah. Just reduce everything until I'm nothing.
Skeleton.
Mm-hmm. Skeleton Vore. Skeletor. No.
Are you happy with it? Are you happy that you did it?
I'm very happy with it. I have so much more energy than I used to have. I mean also we weren't really seeing each other around the time that I got it, but they were bigger than they usually were. And it was worse. It got so much worse. I had so much neck and shoulder and back pain, and I had these giant bras that like cut into my shit, and like I would just kind of like I had to leave the function early. Like I had to leave early because I could only do it for like a couple hours at a time.
Why didn't you just hire a tit Sherpa?
Just hire a tit Sherpa.
I'm sure you could have found a dude who would just walk around and support your tits for you.
Yes, that would be super practical and fantastic idea.
Yeah. Why do you think I pitched it?
Well, I guess too late now. I could have had a tit Sherpa.
You still could. They would just, you could pay them less
They would
because
just have a little less to hold.
they'd have less work.
Yeah.
So you could pay them less.
No, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm like, I can wear clothes now. Like I came today and I'm this like corset. Could not have worn this before. I mean, the thing is that people say that, I see it on your face. Well, you could have worn that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same. You can't really wear it without like having a lot of wardrobe malfunctions, without like having a lot of like.
Oh no! The audience would be so upset about wardrobe malfunctions, Cody. They'd be so upset about that.
Yeah, of course. Yes. For porn, it's great. For everything else, it's terrible. In this one arena, it's helpful and it's great, but like everywhere else, it's a big fucking pain in the ass. And
neck and shoulders.
And the neck and yes, specifically the neck and shoulders. And then when you don't have to carry them around, it's like I kind of was underestimating how much pain would be relieved because I was trying not to get my hopes up about it. And it's all gone. There was so much pain that I just don't get anymore. And it's really, really rad. So I definitely lost some fans over it. I mean, this is like a pretty big deal, I guess, for me, because that was my thing, was I was like a boob model. Like that's what a lot of people were into me for. So I did lose some customers, which I expected. But now Vore is really big. I have so many Vore customers right now, and it's kind of like it's a win some, lose some sort of thing. I expected losing some, but now I also have like energy, so I can actually do my job. Whereas before, it was harder for me to work.
Well, at the end of the day, your quality of life is much more important than your fan base.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing is like I have enough money I can afford to lose some of my fucking fan base.
Well, even if you weren't killing it, I personally think that putting a price tag on your quality of life is a bad plan.
Yeah, it's a terrible plan. I wouldn't do it. Like I was saying before, the honesty thing, I'd rather lose people than not be my authentic self. And that includes not having fucking debilitating pain if I can help it. Like I'm just not interested in, like, why would you get into this industry if you're gonna then, the whole point of me coming into this industry was like, okay, this job gives me freedom. This job like lets me live the life I want to live. Like, why would I turn this job into a chain? Like, why would I?
Some people do because they're afraid.
I get that. It makes sense, but it's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea, but also there are people that are in it for so long that they're afraid that they don't have anything else to offer the world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of people told me that. A lot of people were like, I mean, not people that matter. A lot of people who don't matter were like, you literally offer nothing to the world besides your boobs and you cut them off. You're worthless. Like that was a very common sentiment from people. The face you're making. What, you don't get comments like that?
Not to my face.
Yeah, no, people say that all the time. And the thing is,
that's so fucked to be like, your only existence in the world is to be my masturbatory fantasy.
Yes.
And now that you don't specifically meet my exact masturbatory fantasy, you don't matter. Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, that is some delusional main character syndrome right there.
It is. It's crazy, but it's like a hissy fit. Like they're having a tantrum. That's really what it is. It's like a whole tantrum. And this is what I was saying before about like how the more you get, the better you get at it. Cause like this kind of stuff, it's really hard. It's been really hard. I mean, part of the reason I went into surgery was like I was having some like issues with my body and issues with my image, you know? And the more you're in the industry, the tougher that kind of can get. Especially like now I shoot for bigger companies and I shoot like big things. And when you're just a cam model, it's a little different. But then once you start shooting pro, like you start comparing yourself to other people and like you can have.
It's a horrible pitfall to get into.
It is. And it's easy to fall into that trap of like that sort of thing, especially when there's a loud pool of people who you conceptualize as your income, yelling at you that you have no worth besides this or this or that. And they're always contradictory, like, oh, you got fat. Oh, you're the prettiest when you're fat. Oh, you're this or that. Oh, you know, like whatever it is. It's like an
'cause
impossible thing to listen to.
It's not like they're having a meeting and taking minutes.
No, they're
not coming to a consensus on,
No, they'll be like, you're worth nothing except for your fat, your fat, saggy hangers, your big, voluptuous melons, you
mommy
sex
milkers.
object. And you're like, yeah, no wonder I want to fucking cut them off. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, when I'm not on the clock, I don't want to be a fucking. I would like to look a little normal when I'm off the clock. That's just how I feel personally. I don't know.
I mean, I never thought you didn't look normal.
Yeah, that's probably like part of the like body image thing speaking, but like growing up with big tits is really hard. And I mean, there's benefits, don't get me wrong. I took full advantage of the benefits.
As you should.
But like if you meet other girls that have like had that experience, like it just kind of feels like you're always really visible. Like you're very visible all the time. It's kind of hard to minimize. It's kind of hard to navigate it. And there are some people that will just never be normal around you, that are always treating you a certain way. And people really like to make you into a spectacle. You very frequently get like I often felt like I was being treated like a sideshow, even before I was in the industry. You know, it's like, oh, this is my friend Codi, and look at her giant tits. Oh, I wouldn't usually say this, but can I touch your boobs? They're just so big, I can't help myself. Or they're just so big. It's not even a sexual thing that I want to touch your boobs. It's just you're such a novelty to me. You're such an interesting thing. That kind of sentiment over and over again from friends, from girls, from boys, from just everybody. Like I definitely started to feel like a circus animal. Like I was being viewed because of my abnormality, if that makes sense.
That should have sold you to Ringling Brothers.
Yes, I felt like that a lot. I felt like I was this like, I don't know, and just like constantly, like that's the first thing people like, and not always, of course, but like often it's like the first thing people notice about me, or it's like the only thing people say about me, like, and it gets old. It gets so old, and like I do want to say, like, if you have big fat knockers, that's amazing, and like you shouldn't feel like that makes you a circus animal. You definitely shouldn't feel that way, but like it's hard when it's your body. It's really hard when you're constantly getting those comments to like be like, hey, could you look at Codi for a second? Like, you know, and it kind of comes back to this, like, you're worth nothing besides this thing that I have made you to be worth. And it kind of starts to sink into your head, and you start thinking, maybe I wouldn't have made it this far if I didn't have this, or maybe I only got this because of this, or maybe this, you know, and
guess what? You should celebrate that. Be like, fuck it, I got it.
Yeah, and you should. Although, like, now it is kind of nice now when I make a video and it sells really well or something, because I'm like, yeah, that, you know, part of that is because I'm fucking awesome in other ways, and not just this one weirdly specific way.
For sure. But also, if whatever gets you to the dance, whatever, like,
I mean, yeah, you should take advantage of whatever you've got. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of girls with big boobs, they get into the industry, they make enough money, they buy themselves a reduction, they get out of the industry.
Yeah.
It's really common, because if you've got big tits, you should use them.
Oh, for sure.
The other advice for any girls out there with giant knockers, you should make money off of them.
Yeah.
You probably, if
no, you should.
You can stomach, you should do it, because you.
Well, and not necessarily. You don't even necessarily have to make transactional money off of it.
Yeah.
Get that promotion. Get that acceptance into the university you want. Fucking wear that low cut outfit. Use you are stupid as a human being if you do not use every advantage that you've been in. Like,
you should,
because it's fucked up. Someone will fault you for using your big tits to your advantage, but no one will ever fault you for using your brain to your advantage. Both were just given to you. Both were the genetic lottery that you got, right? So it's kind of fucked where it's like, oh, it's a doubt. It's wrong to use your big fucking tits. Like, no, you got them. You might as well fucking use them. I'm just, I don't think that anyone should unnecessarily handicap themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to put myself at a disadvantage because the way you made me feel about this thing that I have that everybody wants.
And that's the control. right? That's somebody trying to control you. Oh, you're just getting that because of your looks or something, and it's because they don't want you to get ahead, or because
or they're just jealous.
They want it for themselves because they're jealous because they want it. They, whatever it is, and that's the same thing that they feel for OnlyFans models and everyone, regardless of the titties that you have.
Right.
It's about like, I'm mad because you're a pretty girl and you probably make more money than I do, and that's not fair. And honestly, it's not fair.
Life's not fair.
It's not fair. This system is not fucking fair. I shouldn't be making more money than most people, I don't think.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because I think a lot of people work really hard and do good things then they should get paid more. And I'm not saying I should get paid less.
No.
Other people should get fucking paid better.
Guess what? They got to figure out a way to do that then.
But the thing is we don't live in that world.
No, we don't live in a utopian society.
Live in that world. I wish we did, and I personally would advocate for that world. I would advocate for raises for workers. I do advocate for those things. Like direct that energy there. Direct it away from the people you're jealous at. Direct it toward the people who make the decisions that put you in poverty.
But at the end of the day, you have gotten yourself in a position where you could have upward mobility, and you should never feel ashamed about that shit. Because
I gotta learn that.
Well, I'm going to reinforce it right now. You shouldn't, in addition to doing something that is shunned by a fair amount of society, the job is not easy. Where, yes, maybe the physical act is something that most people are capable of doing. There is so much more to it. There is marketing. There is existing in this space. We've discussed it on here a lot of times. The average OF creator makes $160 a month.
There are a million pretty girls.
Yeah.
There are so many hot girls with hot bodies. Beautiful, beautiful women are a dime a dozen.
I know.
It is so much more than beauty.
Oh no, when I realized that as a grown dude, it's like, oh, I don't have to put up with hot, shitty girls like for dating because
that's a funny way to think about it. But yeah.
It's like, oh, beauty is
cheap.
It's
cheap.
It's like
abundant.
It's like diamonds. Beauty is like fucking. I have a tweet. I tweeted this forever ago, but beauty is like diamonds. It's artificial scarcity. De Beers is the only reason that diamonds are considered scarce and valuable. Beauty is the exact same way. People think it's fucking scarce. It's not.
There are so many hot people, especially women.
Yeah.
Especially women, because we are like taught to make ourselves hot. Like that's like part of our whole value. Like
bring your value for the male gaze.
Oh my God, there are so many hot, beautiful women. And like there are some girls where I see them, I'm like, you are like one of the prettiest people I've ever seen, but they don't make any money. Like they barely make enough money to get by in the industry.
And what's also crazy is so many beautiful women don't have any self-confidence. They're just like, I'm not like, you're stunning. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like what is, especially all my years in this, like I've seen some beautiful fucking performers that are getting validation from a lot of people that still have bad body dysmorphia, that have wildly changed their looks because whatever in their brain says, I'm not pretty enough.
Yeah. I think like, I've worked on set with people that I look at and I'm like, wow, I wish I had a body like yours, whatever it is,
You could steal it.
And then a
little chloroform, you could just steal it.
Just steal it. No, I see them and like one time, like I'd taken a bunch of pictures of this model. We were like on set and I, did some like behind the scenes pictures and I took a whole bunch and she went through them individually to delete the ones that she didn't like. And I watched her do it. And I just remember thinking to myself, oh my God, she's so much more insecure than I would like she's like this. I can see her insecurities now. And to me, I'm looking at these pictures she's swiping on and I'm like, she looks fucking hot.
Oh, I get that shit here too. Like, cause we'll like do the stills post show and like, I've definitely had guests be like, can I see those? And like, I don't like that one. I don't like.
They're picky about it. And it's crazy because you're looking at him and you're like, what are you talking about? You look fucking fabulous in this. You look so good. But like but they're all, everybody has something that they're like insecure about. And the more you're on screen, the more your income depends on how pretty you are next to this other girl. The more you have that, it gets in your head. It's in.
I'm of two minds of it. Like on one hand, I'm not sure it's necessarily insecurity as much of trying to control the brand.
That's true too. Yeah.
It's like, well, this picture's better than this picture. I can't. This is potentially directly affecting my income to put this what I consider unflattering picture out. Like,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily give a fuck. Like, if this is just between us
Yeah.
versus what's going to be out in the wild. So, but there are definitely a lot of people in insecurity, and because it's something we touch on here a fair amount. It's like, because this industry can also be a really fucking lonely place, and you know
Yes.
that also fucks with people too.
Yes. I find, so I'm out here in LA. Usually I'm in Vegas, but I come out here to shoot porn.
What?
Yeah, I come out to LA
Oh my god,
porn sometimes.
this is over. Like, I can't believe you shoot porn. What are you doing here? Like,
Sorry, I didn't disclose this. I know we've been friends for several years, but my main thing that I do is shoot porn.
how am I going to tell my pastor about this?
Sorry.
I let you in my house, you
You can say it. It's okay.
trollop.
Trollop. Yeah, you do. Okay, but I come out to LA, and it's funny because Vegas is so much slower than LA is.
Actually, what I will legitimately give you shit about is like, you come out to LA all the time. We don't even get a meal, so
I know. Well, that's because, and I was saying this earlier, but like, I come into LA, I work, I come out. Like, I'm like, sometimes the same day, fly in, work, fly out. Like, I do.
you gotta eat. Fucking pick up a phone. You gotta eat.
I literally bring like some fucking protein bars. I show up, I sleep. I stay at a friend's house. They don't even see me when I come here.
Okay, fine.
It's crazy.
I'm on record giving you shit about it.
It's
That's
okay.
it.
Yeah, give me the shit. Give me shit. I'm here though.
Yeah, after like 5 years.
Yeah, it's true.
Literally, last time you were on this show was via Zoom in the pandemic.
In the pandemic. God, that was 5 years ago.
Probably 4. I think you were on 4 years ago.
What?
I could actually Google when's the last time you appeared on the show.
Time. Jesus. No, you're right. You're right. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. That's a long time. I feel like okay. Anyway. But whenever I do come out to LA.
Yeah, you were episode 194. You know what episode dropped today? 398.
No. Wow, you've been killing it.
Yeah, duh.
You're cranking them out. That's awesome. That's fucking great. I mean,
Could have been
you're doing it, but
you could have been a part of the thing again sooner, but
we
no.
tried.
I know.
We did try several times.
I know.
But anyway,
still give you shit about it.
when I come out to LA, it's like I'm in the LA porn world where we're all like I'm with all these like mainstream performers. I'm with like the directors, and like, I don't know, there's like this like, I start to buzz with this like excitement where I like kind of want to like, I want to network, and I want to be important. I want to win awards. I want to be in the scenes. I want to do all this stuff. I don't feel like that as much when I'm at home. Like when I'm at home, I'm like, I'm set. Like I feel good. I'm with my partner, and we're really happy, and like I have my friends, and I'm just kind of chilling, and I'm like, I'm so lucky that I can just kind of sit back and do my job and this and this and that. But then I come out to LA again, and I'm like, I want to make it big. I want to be a star. It's like this thing, like it's like a worm. It gets in your head. And not that that's a bad thing. I think ambition can be a good thing.
No, it is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's actually one of my biggest beefs about Chicago is the lack of ambition in that fucking town.
Yeah. But there's so much ambition here in LA.
I know. I love it.
And there's a lot of ambition in LA. And I am a competitive person, and I think it's bad for me to have too much of it. I think I need to like.
Why?
I think I'm a lot happier when I'm not like pursuing greatness. I'm a lot happier when I'm not pursuing greatness. Because I'll get an ego about it. I'll be like, oh, because then, you can't control what happens because failure is inevitable. And it happens, and then where are you? And then
that's the sign of success is being able to pull yourself back up and get back on it.
Mm-hmm, but at some point, you start to neglect other parts of your life in favor of that success.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. I got a story. So, Mount Everest climbers.
Yeah, a lot of them die.
Yeah, a lot of them die. So there is a group of people that climb Mount Everest. And the thing is that it's actually like fairly easy to climb Mount Everest now. Not easy. It's not easy to climb Mount Everest. But it's a lot easier than it's been in the past, right? A lot of people climb Mount Everest every year, a lot of them. There are like people that will guide you up the mountain. There's like it's expensive. It takes a lot of training, but
yeah, they're Sherpas, not boob Sherpas, but Sherpas.
Yeah, we're bringing back Sherpas. There's the actual Mount Everest Sherpas.
That's where that word comes from. Yes,
they'll take you up the mountain. So there's like a whole.
I don't think they'll hold your tits. I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably won't. I mean, maybe they will.
I mean, the dollar definitely goes far in Nepal. So
yeah, but you go, you spend all this money to do all these things. There's these set things to do, and it takes a long time. Like you have to be training and like ready to go. It's a lot of work. And people who go to Mount Everest, they get this thing called like summit fever, where like they make stupid choices in favor of getting to the summit because they're so fucking possessed by it. There was a group that 2 tour groups went up to the mountain, and once you're up at this like certain elevation, you can't be there for too long because the air is so thin, you can't breathe and it's freezing. It's like it's just not right? So we're at like close to the summit, and they have people in the towers that are watching from a distance to make sure everybody is climbing Mount Everest safely. And there were 2 groups that there was some kind of scheduling error. They ended up there at the same time, which is bad. What that means is that one of the groups isn't going to get to see Mount Everest because there's only enough time for one group to go up. Certainly, if both groups go up, they will die. What do you think they did?
Knife fight. Like fucking out of West Side Story, the snaps and the knife.
They all went up the mountain. They all went up the mountain and they all died. Perfect. And that, I like that story because sometimes I feel like I really want to fucking climb that mountain and I think you can let so many better things in your life that are more important and more fulfilling and more valuable go by when you're too focused on the summit. And the summit is not as sweet as you think it is.
Well, no, the grass is always greener. Hell, the amount of people who don't really understand the pitfalls of fame.
Yeah.
And you've talked about it on here. In the grand scheme of things, you are a well-known performer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone. You're a well-known performer.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of bullshit and stalkers you have to deal with at this level is nowhere compared to what actual mainstream A-list celebrities have to do.
It's insane. I couldn't do that.
Right.
But I want to. There's like a piece of me, right?
You really want to have like someone try to assassinate a president because they want to prove their love to you?
No. It's so funny. I was just reading something about that exact story like a couple hours before coming here. It's funny you brought that up. But yeah, no, I don't. I absolutely don't. I don't want that at all. There's a little piece of me though that feels like I should. That feels like
It's like, don't bring violence against me. Bring it against other people in my name.
There's I don't know, like there's this piece that like you want the glory, you want the accolades, you want the fame, you want the trophy, even though like you go like, you know, oh, I want to win an AVN. Oh, I want to win this. But the people that I know that win AVNs hate it. They hate the whole process.
Oh no, the process is not fun. See, I don't know. I'm of the mindset of I've never wanted to be famous.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, the first couple of years of doing this, I was uncomfortable as being the talent. When I first started doing this, I was the second fiddle. I had 2 co-hosts for the first year and a half, 2 years of doing this.
Yeah, but you had to embrace your calling.
Just talking shit on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah.
But it because the first 5-6 years of my career in this industry, I was a behind the scenes person. Before that, I was a record label executive. I owned my own indie label. I never did that to fucking, for the infamy of owning the label. I didn't want to brag that I own a record label. I wanted to make money and live comfortably doing something I didn't hate. That has always been my goals.
Yep, that same, actually.
And unfortunately, as becoming the talent, infamy, whatever notoriety I have at this point, has been the side effect. It's not the goal. Like it's such an alien concept to me who's like for people whose fame is the goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a, it's not something that I would call my goal, but I think sometimes I want it like, it's like the ring tempts. It's like it tempts you. Like it's like, hey.
On one hand, I don't really want to be famous. I don't want to be harassed when I go out in public. I don't want to deal with stalkers. I don't want to deal with that shit. On the other hand, my ego goes, why is this motherfucker doing better than me? I believe I make a better product than this motherfucker.
And yet they're doing all of this.
Yeah. And my thought process has always been like, instead of getting jealous or shitty about it, it's like, okay, what are they doing? Do I have the palate? Am I willing to tolerate the things they have done for that success? Am I willing to emulate them? In some cases, no.
Yeah.
Because with some of them, like, I've had friends of mine who are in other forms of entertainment, but not in the industry, be like, well, dude, you just got to start fucking, dude. Like, you got to start hanging dong. Like, that'll up the podcast numbers.
I don't think your pastor would approve.
Only if he holds the camera. And I've had opportunities where people have been like, asked me to like collab, and I've shot them down every time. Because at this point, it just feels inauthentic. 15 years in to be like, yeah, all of a sudden I want to start performing. When I first got in, like there was no collabing. There was, you were male talent or you weren't.
Yeah.
And I definitely am not built to be on a set as male talent. It's
a hard job.
It's a hard job.
Pun intended.
I have had semi-public sex and it's been a struggle almost every time, unless I was very drunk and then it was struggle to finish.
Different struggle.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've just never wanted the job. And then like in the land of collabing now, I've just been saying no for so long. It's like, it just feels inauthentic to be like, yeah, I'm going to just go do a scene now. I'm going to just go collab with somebody now. Like, why? Like, why would I want to do that now?
Yeah.
Could it possibly mean more money for the show? Could it possibly mean more money in my pocket? Maybe. It's not like I have any moral hangups about it.
Yeah.
It's not like I particularly care about like what the internet has to say about my average penis and my gut. Don't really care. It's just something in my brain's like, why would you do that, dog?
Yeah. It's just not for you.
Yeah. And like I've told myself, like, if I got into a serious relationship with a performer and they're like, yo, I would like to,
that's a little different.
Right. I would probably say yes at that point.
But that's a little different than like making it a part of your brand, tying it into your like, yeah, that's totally different.
Or random girl who was on the podcast being like, oh, I'd love to fuck you, but only for my OF. And they're like, nah, I'm cool.
And then she's not going to pay you. Like we were talking about before, she's not going to pay you like male talent. She's going to treat you like you're lucky to be in the scene.
Yeah. And I was like, nah, I'm cool. Yeah. I'm absolutely cool. No. Like if you want, and like, I was like, if you want to fuck off camera, I'm down. Not tonight, but
but I'm not your stunt cock.
Right. I'm not
your stunt cock.
We are not romantically involved. Like, and it would probably take some time if I was actually romantically involved with someone for me to be like, okay, yeah, I'll stunt cock you. But random, like, oh, this is probably going to be a one and done. Nah.
No, not worth it.
You're not getting my premiere scene.
Premiere scene's gonna have to cost more than that,
right? As an honor to fuck you.
Pretty girls, are extremely common.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you're pretty, like, cool, cool. Like that orgasm's gonna be captured on film forever. Nah. For you to market and distribute. Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. I know whenever I shoot with male talent, and this is something that, like, especially for my own sites, like, I've kind of been on this rant. I kind of started ranting about this earlier, but for the sake of the podcast, like, if I'm going to shoot with somebody for my site, a guy that's going to have to be coming and hard, I am going to pay him a rate that he feels is fair, because men almost never make as much money off of sold content as women do. So, I mean, unless you're like one of those guys that has like the big POV store, or like there's a few of these guys floating around that make a lot of money off.
But it's like everything else in entertainment. 1% of people make a lot of money. 99% of people don't make shit.
Yeah. And the divide is especially big between me and some guy I'm hiring, right? Some guy I'm hooking up with for this collab.
Well, because the notoriety. Like,
yeah. And people think, oh, it's good for your exposure. It's not. Not for guys. Nobody is going on my site and looking at me fucking a guy and being like, oh, I should check that guy's stuff out.
Oh, no. I have actually really pissed some OF dudes off when I was like, you're just a prop, right? I said it to their face, and like, I think I lost a podcast over it. Well, because I was supposed to have this OF couple on, and we were at a party over the summer, and I was just like, but dude, you're just a prop. And I think he was a little offended by it. I'm like, it's not just you. It's literally anyone who's male talent in this industry. Unless you are performing on the gay side of the house, you are just a prop. You are here.
Very frequently, yeah.
No, not very frequently. You are here to make your co-star look good.
Yes.
You are a prop.
Yes. If you happen to be one of the tiny percentage of people who can do that, but then you make it your brand, like there's a way that you've figured out how to brand your specific kind of porn, and you have the right, I don't know, they're different guys. Some of them have the gimmick for it, and they have the notoriety for it, and people just want to see that guy fuck people. Really, really uncommon. I just want to pay them. I don't care if they sell it. It's not going to undercut me. I just want to pay them. And I've seen some girls be like, I don't know why I should be expected to pay male talent. And here's the crazy thing. Those are the same girls that'll turn around and go, I don't know why all male talent just wants to fuck off camera, and why this and this and that. I'm like, because you're not paying them. You're telling them your value, the value you're getting from this is fucking me. And then you're mad at them that they're coming in because they want to fuck you. Like, do you see, okay, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Am I out of line here?
No, not at all. But look, I mean, this is also something like I've argued about like off-camera sex too, where like I had a discussion with a guest recently where they're just like, oh, wouldn't someone be lucky to fuck me? I'm like, no, because we're both fucking.
We're both fucking.
Right.
We're both fucking for money.
Well, not even for money. Just like,
oh yeah,
just like, no one's lucky to fuck you. We are fucking. This should be mutual.
If I'm fucking somebody, I'm getting enough out of it that I am lucky in some way.
Right. There should be no like.
Otherwise, I'm making a mistake. Otherwise, I'm this.
Right. There should be no favors involved, and like that's a shitty mentality that unfortunately some people have. Is like, oh well, you're fucking me, so I'm entitled to something. Like, no, we're fucking.
Mm-hmm. And if this is an OnlyFans situation, if this is a video situation, and you're like, well, yeah, he won't make any money off of it, but like he's a guy and like I'm this hot girl, he is lucky that he's fucking me at all. I'm just gonna record him fucking me. Like, that's not fair. That's just not fair. Like it's work to top. It's work to do. Like it's work to do that.
Well, and it's also work to make a good scene. Like,
it's work to make a good scene, and you're gonna get what you pay for, which is nothing.
Right.
If you pay nothing, you're gonna get nothing.
If I'm fucking off camera, I'm not opening up to a camera. I'm doing positions that
it's very different.
Feel good.
It's
if
very
you're
different.
expecting me
Justice for tops.
If you're expecting me to fuck you and like, oh, hey, we got to make this aesthetically pleasing, yeah, I should be compensated for it.
Now, if you're like broke, to be fair, like if you really just can't afford to pay somebody for your scene and you find somebody that's like willing to do that, like there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay, but you don't just turn around and be like, but you're using the scene to have sex with me. It's like, well, yeah, that's the
offer.
That's the offer. Yeah, that's what you're providing here. Don't be surprised when the quality of your male talent is low because you don't pay them, because they're not making any money off of this. Like they're not. Men are not making money off of OnlyFans. Like, how do I become an OnlyFans creator? How I want to do a collab. You will
jerk off for dudes. That's how you make money. Jerk off for
my
dudes.
number one recommendation for anybody in this situation, women and men, is make solo content. Make solo content. Only like this collab shit is so overrated as far as money goes.
Well, I tell, because without fail, I'll get civilian news be like, oh, if I was a hot girl, I would kill it, doing OnlyFans. I'm like, what's stopping you right now to jerking off for dudes?
Do it.
There is a gay audience for you right now. You think, Codi,
Mm-hmm.
are you sexually attracted to everyone who buys your content?
Nope.
Would you have sex with even a small percentage of the people who buy your content?
Certainly not.
Right. But do you still make that content for them?
Absolutely. And I enjoy it.
So there's nothing morally wrong with you making content. If you're out to like, I could make so much shit if I was a girl, like, there's nothing morally wrong for you making content for a bunch of dudes you would never fuck in real life.
The thing is the truth is that you find out, oh, it's actually hard to make money in this industry. It's actually not like a thing that you could just walk right into. And girls make this mistake all the time. I'm going to sell feet pics. I want to do this and that. And then they try. And then they're immediately disappointed because
this is a marketing job, not
it's a market. Yeah. And it's work. Okay. Like I think a really good place for people to start, if they're actually serious about it, is fetish content, solo fetish content. Because you don't have to have a big name to sell fetish content. Like it's a good foot in the door there. There's a market for you. You usually can do it solo. You usually don't have to work with other people, which is expensive because you have to get tested. It's more dangerous. Like just don't even do that for
as fucked as it is, how many people outside of like the major hubs of porn there are probably people not getting tested?
That's true too. If you're doing collabs, I don't know. That's when you start running into these kind of problems. I've been kind of trying to swing back more into doing my own stuff, and like collabs are just not really where my money is. And I think I can make a lot of money off of clips. It's solo clips, and it's fetish clips. It's clips that you have to edit. It's clips where you have to understand the fetish and what kind of fetish content would work for that fetish. You need to know your audience. It's not easy work. Like if you want to make good money, maybe you need to invest in some fucking breast forms that expand or like milking props. Like you've seen Summer's stuff. She's like got all this she's got so many cool like physical effects, you got to
I have not actually seen that stuff.
Oh yeah, she makes
I hate to break it to you. I try not to watch my friends' content.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Most of my masturbation materials, fucking Europeans.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, yeah, yes. That makes sense.
Like my rule of thumb is like, I don't jerk off to my friends unless I've had sex with them. Like if we've had sex, like okay, well,
then it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. But it's just like I'm not really like trying to.
I get it. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It's not my jam. Like I could objectively watch my friend's content and edit it, and I do like whatever. It's different. But for sexual gratification, it's like no, Europeans I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is like terrifies me to go like Venus Berlin or like Expos Amsterdam and like meet some of these European performers. Like fuck. Like can we hook up? No, fuck. Right out the window.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. No, but she makes all kinds of crazy stuff with
I'm sure
aesthetics and stuff like that.
Summer's creative as shit. Does not surprise me.
But like if you want to make money in the industry, that's a really and you're not already famous, then you probably have to do something like that. And you've got to get creative. Like if you're a dude, make some giant content. Be a big scary giant.
Oh no, I have weird ideas like if I want to make content like they sell green screen sheets.
Ooh.
Like I want to like I would love to make like I mean I don't want to perform in it. Is the problem is like I don't want to fucking but it would be hilarious to like shoot a scene where it's just like the whole fucking scene is just like we're just flying through space fucking because like
I love that.
Yeah. Just, if I were actually performing, would make the most unsexy ridiculous shit. It's like I don't know if you're gonna actually get off to this, but this makes me giggle. So
yeah. And that's fun. That's a lot of fun. And you can't just I don't know. People think they can come in, make a really the same thing everyone else is making. And make money at it. You can't. You need to make something different. You need to offer something.
Alo's already making it, and they have the metrics.
Exactly. Yep. Alo is making it already. You have to make something that they can't make at Brazzers.
Right. Because working on set for them, the scenes would be titled like all fucking scene keywords.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because they have the metrics.
But they don't know how to make fetish content the way that we do.
Oh, no. They're not trying to.
Because they're not trying to.
They're the McDonald's. They're the McDonald's of adults.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be like a cute little indie restaurant that like a little mom and pop that everybody wants to go to.
Has 5 seats and people are waiting to get in.
Yeah, exactly. You got to figure out how to drum up attention like that. Like it's a game. It's hard. Like it's actually very hard to do that, and it takes luck. And it takes time, and
like any other art, because people have to discover it. People have to word of mouth. Because no matter how good your marketing is, like you can have the best product in the world if no one knows it exists. It does not matter.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who you collab with. That's the other thing, and that's the thing people get stuck on. They think, oh, if I work with this person, and people will prey on that. If I work with this guy, if I work with this girl, that is not.
Well, anecdotally, as a podcast, I've had some of the biggest names in this industry on. Am I the biggest fucking podcast in the industry? I am not. Do I get, honestly, much more authentic conversations than a lot of the other adult podcasts?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Am I the biggest show in the industry? I am not.
No, there are some podcasts that are huge in this industry that are full of creeps.
Oh, yeah.
Some fucking, yeah.
Or just,
I won't,
or just doing things that, like, I don't find palatable.
Yeah.
Within authenticity. Like,
yeah.
I'm not here to, like, shit on my contemporaries right now, but we do different shows.
It's true. Absolutely. I'm not trying to shoot on podcasts, but I'm happy to be on your podcast.
Yeah. Once every 5 years or so.
Once every 5 years, yeah, when I'm around and available.
Yeah, in my brain, you're still 24, so.
Yeah. Wow, time.
I know. It's like, yeah, no, legitimately, when you're like, I've been in 10 years, I'm like, how's that possible? Like, I literally.
I've only been in the industry for like 5 years when I met you. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what's scary to me is I had been around for a decade already at that point.
Yeah.
Like, because we met through Xander Corbis, and like, Xander and I have known each other about that long.
Yeah. Time is crazy.
It's terrifying. It only gets worse as you get older.
Yeah. I do feel like I've been in the industry for 10 years, though.
Well,
so that's good.
As Michael Federosi once said to me, he's like, once you've been in 10 years, you get a gold watch. Like, because people's careers are, unless you're a behind the scenes person, most careers are so short.
Yeah, they're really short. Yeah, people come and go. And part of that is because they think it's easy money, and then they get into the position and they realize it's really fucking not. And it's hard to make good money at this job.
Well, and it's also, even if, especially in the pre-OF era, even if you're top of the game, it's hard to maintain.
Yeah. Making money just on scenes alone is not.
When I got in, that was a viable thing.
Yeah. It's certainly not anymore.
Oh, certainly not. But there were so many more production companies. There was so much more production. Like the people I worked for when I first got in were only shooting studio scenes and making deep 6 figures a year doing it.
Yeah. The money's not there anymore.
The money's not there. The work's not there.
No.
The expectation of keeping up with your fans on social media and all that stuff. The job has changed.
You have to do everything.
Yeah. You either need to do everything or be inauthentic and hire a team.
Yeah.
To handle some of that shit.
And you remember what I said about authenticity. I have to do everything.
Yeah. Well, and
I can't be inauthentic.
As full disclosure to my audience right now, I currently, as of time of recording, have someone doing offshoots channels for me and an offshoot Instagram where they're managing it and they're responding to shit. And that is not me. You could very easily tell from the dialogue. I've never called anyone mate in my life.
Mate.
He often responds to shit with like, "Thank you, mate."
That's funny.
Like, I've never sincerely called anyone mate. I may have done it.
People aren't paying to talk to him the way that people do with OnlyFans and the OnlyFans.
What are you saying? People don't want my attention?
Well, no.
Wow, Cody. Wow.
Calm down.
Do I seem upset?
It's not that people wouldn't pay to talk to you. It's that on Instagram they're not.
No, because I insult them.
Because you insult them. But on OnlyFans, people are paying a fee to come in and talk to models, and then those models are hiring a group of severely underpaid employees overseas who will totally respond authentically like you. And
well, have you heard that there's been some fraud lawsuits brought?
Because it's fraud.
What are your thoughts on that though?
I think it sucks. I think it sucks for a lot of reasons. For one, I think like I think that it sets a really bad precedent for other OnlyFans models that aren't hiring agencies, because now you have all these customers that expect you to be present 24 hours a day because they expect you to respond the way that this other girl does, who has a team of people that respond to her stuff for her. The other thing is, so I think it makes the customers shittier, for one. They expect more for less money. And then the second thing I don't like about it is that it's a pyramid scheme. There's a lot of people who are making their money not really off of, they're making their money off of affiliate work. So they're basically trying to sell the agency to other models because they'll get a cut of what that model sells from the agency. So there's a lot of like, it's very pyramid schemey. It's very like, I'm gonna get a bunch of models in my downstream and then profit off of them. And then on top of that,
well, people used to also profit on just referral codes for OF in the first place until OF was like, oh, we're not making that lifetime anymore.
Yeah. And then on top of that, if you look at like the agencies themselves, these people are severely underpaid. Again, like they're usually not from the US. They're
Filipino in a lot of cases.
And like, I think it's exploitive. I think it's fucking exploitive, and to everyone involved for the most part. I think it's exploitive. I've thought really seriously about it before, because I've had somebody come up to me and be like, give me the numbers and be like, you could be making this much more money. And I'm like, I don't know.
Is there any part of you that thinks about taking the money and then redirecting the money to better things? Because I know you're charitable.
I have thought about that.
Oh shit, I could make this bag and then I could improve so many other things with that fucking money.
I've thought about that. But then I also think to myself, is this too good to be true? Am I getting tricked by an MLM? And because this person that's selling it to me is going to make money off of me? Am I getting...
Is this Amway for sex?
It might be, you know? And then I think to myself, I'm like, okay, but also like my particular group of customers are they know that I'm authentic. They'll be able to tell.
They know you're
A lot of them won't. To be fair, yes. To be fair, a lot of them won't be able to tell. A lot of them won't, because a lot of fans do not know you at all. They're really just there to sext, and that's fine. A lot of them would never fucking know if they were talking to some underpaid person in the Philippines. They would have no fucking idea. But a lot of my fans would know, and I would be worried that my account might get taken down. I would be worried that I might turn off a lot of those fans, because I hear that a lot of that growth is big in the beginning and then starts to kind of die off. It's just not my style. I can't take the risk.
Well, I don't think it's worth taking the risk. And there's something to be said for authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said for you're going this course and you're just going to do it for real. Like, it seems like the easy way, but not the right way.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel right. It's not sex work the way God intended. And also, I mean,
God intended for Jesus to wash your feet.
I have run into
nothing on that. Jesus, damn.
Sorry, I was in the middle of a thought, so I just
like
it out.
You're just like Jesus feet washing, whatever.
Jesus feet washing. Clean feet pics. Wash my feet pics. No, I
honestly, completely just random tangent. I'm completely unsure why no one has fucking done a bunch of feet fetish work where someone dressed as Jesus washing their feet.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You could have a whole channel, like a whole little store for that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I didn't mean to derail the.
No, it was so good.
That was the intrusive thought of like,
yeah,
why has no one done that?
Yeah, no. But yeah, to bring it back, I'm always on track. But the there's this girl I saw on Instagram who is selling a class on femdom, on how to become a findom.
That feels like the class on how to get into stand-up comedy.
Oh my God. Because I looked into this because she's got tons of followers. This video I ran into, it's fucking full, it blew up, right? She's blown up a bunch of times. And it says, she kind of starts it. She's like, okay, girls, okay, girl bosses, let's talk about how we're gonna rob men blind because we deserve all their money. And I'm gonna, her catchphrase is, I'm gonna get the girlies rich. That's what it's all about. And it is such a scam.
Well,
it is such a scam.
Obviously, because do you see Fortune 500 CEOs being like, this is how I made it as a Fortune 500 CEO? Those who can't do teach.
She did it. I like because I looked into it because I'm like crazy, and I looked into it. She did it for like a couple of years. She
didn't make enough.
Findom. She did fine.
No, she didn't make enough. If she's
She
selling
didn't make enough, she makes way more selling this class.
Right.
Was on sale for $888.
Right. Anyone who's successful enough is not going to spend the time to deal with the headaches of teaching stupid people.
And then she would teach you, she would teach you specifically how to use like Loyal Fans and other sites that have active affiliate programs. And then she would have you sign up and she would make money off
of your affiliate
program. And like I looked into her, I started looking at all the models that follow her and like the models, and they're all like brand new baby models. Some of them stopped posting after a month. They bought the fucking class. They realized they weren't making a lot of money and they quit.
But they've already spent it.
But they've already spent it. And her whole thing is like, I'll make you, you don't have to show your face. You don't even, you don't have to even get naked. Like, it's just Findom. I just ask and I get this big car. It's like, you got the car because of the fucking classes that you're selling. And this shit infuriates me. Like, it really fucking pisses me off because I think it's like, it's so dangerous to the girls, first of all. It's a scam. And it's getting them to do this sex work while telling them, like, it's fine. You don't need.
It's painless. There's no repercussions.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, it's like an advertisement to dumbasses who don't really realize what's going on. That it's super easy to make all this money. All these OnlyFans models are just raking in cash, doing nothing, because that's the advertisement, right? And that's what they already believe. It's just like you're just like feeding into the delusion, and it's so fucking frustrating. And that's how I feel about agencies as well. I think that they are a toxic part of the industry that is not good for clients or models. I think that it's really bad for our industry. Personally,
I wholly agree. Yeah. Codi, I hate to do it. We got to call last call.
Okay.
We have about 90 seconds left on the SD card.
All right.
So before we get out of here, where can they find you on the things?
Okay. You can find me CodiVore is my name. You can find me at Codi_Vore on Twitter, codivore.bsky.social
Yes.
on Blue Sky. You can find me at official Codi Vore on Instagram. You can just look up Codi Vore, pretty much any site, and you'll find me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do this again before 5 years.
Yes, before 5 years. And donate to Suede.
Do that too.
I'm sure you have heard about at this point.
I'd hope so.
Yes.
Until next week, drink on, motherfuckers.